Hey guys, we're back again. Got another battle report for you today. Going to be, again, something slightly different for this one, or at least for Jamie, less so for me. Going to be doing a rulebook mission today, so going to be doing the relic, just to make it nice and easy for yourself. Jamie, what you got?
I believe these are called Adeptus Mechanicus, Richard.
Very orange.
They're very orange, aren't they? Yeah. In fact, that was the sole reason that I picked Ryza, is because I wanted to paint something orange, something I've later come to regret. But yeah, it's a nice little army. It's not been out for about 6 months now. One of our friends had a mini tournament, and that was the last time they came out. Sadly, just as I was leaving the tournament, I went to open the car boot and they fell all over the floor and smashed into many pieces, hence why they've been in a box since. But they are back, they're repaired, and hopefully we'll be having some fun with them today.
Perfect. So the game we're going to be doing is going to be 1750 points. What's your list?
So this is a brigade list.
Another one?
Another one, yeah. I took brigades are my thing at the moment. Easier to build a brigade list with AdMech than it is Marines. Actually, another interesting thing is that I went to look at the brigade list that I took to the tournament, and since then AdMech must have had a points drop since I built the list or something. So I was short of points, hence why this little chap has made it into the list to make up the numbers. So it's I'm not spamming knights, I'm just trying to save myself less orange to paint, because I only had about 5 days to get these guys up to scratch. This is a bit of an impromptu battle report. I will take you through the list without further ado. So Tech Priest Dominus, who is the warlord, he has weapon 99, the Ryza relic, and he also has a warlord trait which I've not taken before, which is Monitor Malevolus. It gives him a one-off reroll, plus he gets the chance to get command points back.
Handy with a brigade.
Yes, indeedy. So we're starting off with 15 command points anyway. We have his two little mates here. They are Tech Priest Ingenseers. One of them is a RTLW model, which is very nice. Female Tech Priest Ingenseer. Hopefully we'll get some close-ups later.
Yeah.
Moving on to the troops, we have got 4 lots of Skitaria Vanguard, 1, 2, 3, 4, armed with either 2 arc rifles or 2 plasma culverins. I've armed the Skitaria Alphas as seen, just because it looks nicer to give them some weapons, even if they're not that great in the game itself.
We do like WYSIWYG here.
We do like WYSIWYG. Everything is almost WYSIWYG. There was one thing, sorry. The other troop slots, we've got some rangers here with 2 transuranic arquebuses, 1 extra ranger, so they're not the minimum, and then 3 Cataphrone destroyers. One's got a Cognis flamer, the others have got the phosphor blasters.
Nice.
Then we come on to elites. So where are our elites? We have a little chappie here who is to go with the robots. Forget his name.
Data Smith,
that's him. We have 5 infiltrators here. They're armed with the power swords and stub carbines, I believe. I did want to take the taser versions, but then realised when I was halfway through painting them, I picked up the wrong squad, and I thought, okay, I'm not going back now. It's too late. They'll have to have power swords. And 10 electro priests.
Ouch. These
are the stave versions, I believe. They're Fulgurites. Yeah, so I've not really had a chance to take them properly, so it would be nice to see if they can do anything. Yeah. Fast attack choices, we've got 3 Sindonian Dragoons, armed as seen, and then lastly the heavy support slots, 2 Castellan robots. There's too many names in this list. 2 Castellan robots armed with the phosphor blasters, and then we've got 2 Onager Dune crawlers. The only thing that isn't WYSIWYG is that this one actually has got 2 of the stubbers, but I glued the turret on, so I couldn't add it. I had 3 points spare, so I put 2 of them to good use.
I think that's one we can let slide.
Thank you. That's very, very kind, sir. Lastly, this is an Armiger Warglaive. He's armed as seen with the melter gun as his secondary weapon, and he is going to be represented by House Tyrannus. This is my sort of homebred knight household. I'll probably talk about them later down the line. There's a couple of them ready to go, but more in the pipeline. And that's about it.
Perfect.
Yeah. 1749 points.
Ooh.
I know.
Just short.
Exactly. And I would like to expand this army a bit in the near future. The Scorpius Dune Rider, I believe it's called. Be a nice transport for these guys.
Yeah.
Maybe some more.
Should get Termite as well.
It does look cool, doesn't it?
Or a couple of them.
Yes.
I feel like you always need more than one.
Yeah. I'm an Epic fan, and they do sort of have their roots in Epic, so...
Squats,
yeah. Bring back
Oh,
squats.
wait. Shh. Not to be talking about.
Taboo.
Yeah.
But bring them back. Good.
Perfect.
Any questions? Are you cool with that?
No, I'm looking, and there's a lot of firepower there. I think I may be flitting between terrain piece to terrain piece to most of the game today, I think. Yeah. So it's a very pretty looking army. I particularly like the
very orange.
Yeah.
Yes, the vehicles. I tried to distinguish the robes from the armour plates. So the robes are done with sort of typical GW paints, and I used like an old second edition orange wash just to tie it together, which I've still got for some reason. But the metallics have been done using a candy airbrush paint, Alclad, I believe. So it's bare plastic, chrome, and then the orange couple of layers over that, and it works pretty well. It's nice.
Yeah, it really does. We'll get some better shots of them later on as well, some nice close-ups. So
right.
Perfect. Thank you, Jamie.
Pleasure.
Now we'll move on, and I'll go through my list.
Nice one.
Okay then. So my Drukhari again, like Jamie, they've not been out of the box for quite some time. There was a bit of a thick layer of dust on the Ryza
box. Now.
You have been out of your box. It took a while, but so I've not really used them much in 8th. I think they've had maybe a couple of games. They were built when my beloved Corsairs became no more, so I wanted a nice, fast glass hammer firepower army, and Drukhari were the obvious choice.
Why did they do that to Corsairs?
Don't get me started. Just don't. There will be a video on this sometime soon. So 1750. I've gone for 3 detachments and tried to array them out so slightly easier to explain. So we've got a Cabalite battalion, 2 Archons. First one being the typical flayed skull build. So it's blast pistol, Jin blade as the relic, and famed savagery for his warlord trait. And then he's got his second in command, who has just got the husk blade and the blast pistol. We've got 3 units Cabalites, 1 unit of 10 with a dark lance, 2 units of 5 with blasters, obviously in venoms. Mm-hmm. We have 5 incubi, converted out from Scourge Cabalite and Dark Elf Executioner parts.
They're very cool.
They're going to sit in a raider. You can probably guess who's going to be riding with them. Razorwing jet fighter, and then straight on into my second detachment, which is an outrider, which is led by a succubus, and then that's
nearly got impaled there, Richard.
Almost. Yeah, these are sharp. Unit of witches as a troop choice, and then the 3 fast attack are unit of 6 reavers with 2 blasters. Mm-hmm. Unit of scourge with haywire, unit of scourge with blasters, and then just to round it off all out, the constant small little Harlequin patrol detachment here with a troop master with fusion pistol and a kiss, a death jester, unit of Harlequins with mixed weaponry again, and then a Star Weaver for them to ride in. So nice. Not your normal Dark Eldar army. Good. No Ravagers, no Talos, no Grotesques.
That's what we hope to achieve on the channel, isn't it? Things you wouldn't necessarily see elsewhere.
I like to think it's fairly fluffy, and there's no real spammage in it. Mm-hmm. It's a bit soft compared to a lot of them, but we'll see how it goes in the face of considerable firepower.
Yes, they are very fast.
They are very fast.
So. And lots of invulnerable saves on vehicles, is that the case? And minuses to hit on the venoms?
Yeah, the venoms do have the minus, but they do fold like paper when you actually get through them. So
pros and cons.
Yeah, exactly. Typical Dark Elf. The Eldar.
Nearly.
Okay, so we're going to be doing the relic mission.
And why is that?
That's because those beautiful, beautiful objective markers that we had for the last game got stolen by Charlie, didn't they?
They stolen might be a strong word. Maybe forgot to return them to the studio, and therefore they're residing in the boot of his car somewhere. So as this was a bit of an impromptu battle report, we are without nice objective markers. So we thought, well, we can probably fudge a single objective marker.
Which we have.
So relic it is.
Okay, so obviously we are very well prepared on this channel.
Totally.
Yeah. So we'll set up the board.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do a deployment. It is alternating deployment, but rather than bore you with the entire deployment phase, we'll come back and summarise at the end of it.
In about an hour. Yeah.
Yeah, probably about that. Need a drink first as well.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Great.
Let's get to it. Right then, so here we are. We've got the board all set up. Nice ruin board. The mat itself is from the Frontline gaming range. It's quite an old one actually, but
Not obsolete.
Yeah, far from being obsolete. In terms of deployment, or in terms of the table itself, we've got a fair bit of line of sight blocking across the middle here, which is definitely going to be helpful for myself at least. Obviously nicely spaced out. The deployment, the Drukhari did manage to finish just slightly ahead, so we'll be getting the +1 on the roll to see who gets the first turn. We've spread out quite a bit. Venoms with the Cabalites in over here, trying to take a bit of cover. Reaver's giving them a little bit of support. The larger unit of Cabalites we've got hiding in the ruin here just to give a bit of fire support. And then the assault elements in the middle here, so that's the Raider with the Witches and the Succubus, the Raider with the Incubi with the 2 Archons, and then the Harlequin troop with Troopmaster, and then the Razor Wing down on overlooking the battle, ready to swoop in. So Jamie, your deployment.
Yeah, so as Rich said, we've got Dawn of War deployment. The relic is hiding away nicely here. It's the little cat model, C80 from Space Hulk. That's our stand-in for today. I always find deployment difficult, and I think, as Rich has suggested, I'm going to start reading some or viewing some online videos and articles on it, because it does influence the game massively, and I don't think I do it as well as I can. In this case, what I'm trying to do is get a speed bump surrounding the army, because Admech do rely on their firepower. Them getting shot by dark lances and the like might hurt them, but if they get tied up in combat, then they'll be effectively useless. So trying to protect these units in the back from getting tied up. Got the Dominus in the centre for his reroll ones. The Knight I've put out on this flank. He's not going to be able to hide from anybody, but I was running out of space in the middle, and I wanted to just put him behind something to maybe give him a bit of line of sight blocking. You never know. We'll see. And yeah, so I think it's just into rolling the first turn, isn't it, Rich?
Indeed.
+1.
Let me find some dice.
It's as if they were there prepared for this very moment.
Okay then.
Let's go for it. It's a 5.
You need a 5 to beat.
Sorry, that's definitely not a 5.
That is definitely not a 5. So, do I want first turn?
Well, I think because of the mission, going second is an advantage to be the last one to try and hold the relic or to take it. However, what I'm up against, I think I need a turn of shooting first just to try and soften it up. So I'm going to try and seize.
Ooh.
We shall see. Here's another one.
And again, that's definitely not what you needed. Okay then.
Yeah. Yeah, that sound effect is needed for me. Get it in the videos.
So it's going to be Drukhari turn 1.
Let's do it.
Okay then, so end of Drukhari movement phase on turn 1. Cabalites have stayed still where they are, hoping just to get a line of sight on a couple of the bigger targets over there. Reavers have pushed forwards. The Venoms have shuffled across, just making sure that they are in range, just to pop a few shots off, but trying to work out what we're going to do in terms of getting people over for the relic. The assault elements pushed up but taking cover, because they're not going to be getting close enough to get off the charges this turn. Death Jester's pushed up, mainly just to keep himself a little bit safer, but also to get himself in range. and the razor wing's really flown up. Trying to draw a line of sight again on a couple of the big ones. Both my units of Scourge are actually in reserve. Obviously the vehicles are full of a lot of things, and although we did mention it, Jamie's infiltrators are also in reserve. They're infiltrating.
Clues in the name, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, so obviously no psychic phase for me. So we're going to go straight into shooting phase.
Yeah, I'm worried. I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe I'm overly worried, but I'm worried.
Okay then, so let's plan it out and let's go. Okay then, so we're going to start off with the Reavers. Since we're going to go basically from right to left. Cool. We're going to be firing their 2 blasters up ahead of the knight.
Right, I will rotate his iron shields as he's my only knight. We should also mention Shroud's Arm I've picked for the first turn canticle. We'll roll from there onwards, but you can pick in the first turn. I know. So, that was for my command point because my warlord
didn't get it. And I can't roll for once, sadly.
Yes, and if you use stratagems as well, I can roll. Okay.
Filthy.
So I'm now down to 14.
Oh, what a show.
Yep.
Okay then, so Reavers. So we're going to 2 blasters for a start. So hitting on 3. That is just a single hit.
Yeah.
That is wounding on a 3, I believe.
Yeah.
That is a big 6.
Right.
So you're invulnerable save
on a 4+.
Oh. And then 4 splinter rifles. They're going to be going at that front unit of Vanguard.
So these 5 guys here.
They all hit. That is 2 wounds.
Right. So they are acting as if they are in cover. There's no minus on splinter weaponry, is there?
There is not.
So we're looking at effectively tower armor saves 3 up. Look at that.
Nice. See, you're worrying about this firepower.
The Omnissiah is blessing us.
Okay, so we're going to carry on going around. So first Venom is going to be targeting that same unit of Vanguard.
Yep.
These, because he's flayed skull, let's get a reroll on the 1s. And obviously turns it into another 1.
That's the way this game works.
It definitely is. That is 3 more.
3 more, okay.
3 up on 6.
Same again. 1 succumbs.
That is 1 gone.
No longer 5 guys. 5 guys. 5 burgers for lunch. Oh.
Ooh. Maybe not 5 guys 1. I don't like peanuts.
Fair enough.
Second Venom. With the reroll. Again, converting through to 5 hits.
Good.
And that is just a 1 wound.
Unfortunate, Rich. 3 up save.
Saves. Okay, so Cavalites, the splinters themselves are out of range, but there is a Dark Lance there, which the Dark Lance is going to be looking at that Dune Crawler.
Which one?
That one on the right. My right.
You're right. So
Stage right.
This chap here.
Yeah.
So they have the Emanatus force field in effect. So it's 5+ invulnerable saves.
So I need to hit and wound it first.
Well, I feel you may.
Does hit. It does wound.
It does wound. Right. So we're looking at a 5+ invulnerable save, but re-rolling the 1s because they've got their overlapping force fields. Didn't need it. How obnoxious of me. Apologies.
Dear oh dear. Okay.
Yeah, we saw this in the Eldar game, a very strong first turn from me, and then I don't think I rolled above a 3 for the rest of the game.
Well, we'll see. Okay, so next one's going to be the Razor Wing, but I'm going to just have a quick read and check, see what missiles I want to use, and then we'll come back. Okay, so quick look back on the video. I managed to forget the ignores cover on the Venom, so there is 1 more of those Vanguard has bitten the dust.
Space.
Yeah, so we're going to go for the Razor Wing now. The Razor Wing is going to fire. It's 2 Dark Lances at the Dune Crawler that I targeted earlier. It's then going to fire its Splinter Cannon and the Necrotoxin missiles. Necrotoxin missiles at that unit of Rangers there. So we're going to start with the Dark Lances. That is
CP.
Yeah, it's going to be a CP. So that is 2 hits.
Do I steal it back? No.
Ooh, not quite. So then 3s to wound.
Wow.
We do convert both.
There we go. Okay. So again, we're looking at 5+ invulnerable saves. It's -4 on a dark one.
It is, yeah.
So 5+ invulnerable saves, re-rolling ones. It's one saved.
There's one saved.
I'll let you have that, Richard.
Oh, okay, so D6 damage for the one, of course, and
no.
already spent the command point, so.
Bad luck, my friend.
Not a good shooting fee so far, so we're going to go for the splinter cannon now.
Oh, and look, what is this that I'm getting out of the container here? Is it a wound marker?
It is a wound marker, so there's only one.
Yes. Oh, which begs the question, are we counting up or down? I'll count up because I don't think these go up to how many wounds they have. Okay.
So we're going to shoot with the splinter cannon now. And that is 2 hits. These are wounding on a 4, nothing.
Oh, Richard.
And then 3d3 missiles. Oh, again, not great rolling. That's 5 shots. Ooh, 3 hits. These are wounded on 2s, I believe. Your T3.
Indeed.
Yep. So that is 3. That is no cover save. They are just standard. No AP.
Right, so
1 damage.
4 up saves on the Skitarii Rangers. That's 1 dead.
Ooh. Okay, so Death Jester. He is going to be next in line. He's going to target that same unit of Rangers. Misses with 1. These are wounded on 2s. That is just 2 normal armor saves.
Okay. So these do get the cover bonus for Shroud's Arm.
Do
so
indeed.
Looking at 3s. 1 more succumbs.
1 more goes. They are now at -2 leadership as well.
Ah, of course, yes.
Okay.
My last game.
And then I'm going to put both the raiders. Both can see through the building at the Dune Crawler that I was targeting earlier.
Yeah.
And they're both going to fire. 1 misses. And fails to wound.
Oh no.
Okay, so that is the end of my shooting phase, and that was abysmal.
My friend.
Done hardly any damage whatsoever. We've got, well, 2 morale checks, one of which I believe we probably can't fail. So we'll do those, and then
Yep.
sadly it's going to be straight into Admech turn 1.
Okay. Hi guys, we're back. So in the morale phase, these 3 chaps here did pass the morale check. The Rangers, because of the -2 for the Death Jester and the -2 for 2 casualties, we worked out that I would need to roll less than a 3 in order to not lose anybody. And if I roll a 6, I'd lose the whole squad. Plus, Rich's special rule for the Death Jester means that he could pick who dies. So, for better or worse, I used the 2 CP to keep him alive because I want at least 1 round of shooting with these arquebuses. Didn't get any command points back. Might have been a bad call, but we'll find out, won't we? So, end of the movement phase. We've moved the Knight Armiger around here to see if he can get a charge off around the terrain on the Reavers. We've pretty much left this side undisturbed. The Dominus has moved over a little bit to grant the rerolls to these redeployed Vanguard with Plasma here. And then we've moved up a little advanced scouting force here just to try and act as a second speed bump to stop things from getting too close. And other than that, the priests have just spread out a bit. And that's it.
Perfect.
So,
okay.
the turn you've all been waiting for, Admech shooting phase. We'll be right back. Right folks, we're back. Shooting phase, we're going to start with the Armiger. It's going to fire against the Venom on this side. Okay. So he's out of range for his melter gun, and I don't really want to put the melter gun into these guys because I've got a slender chance to charge there, and that'll obviously be the first guy plinked off. So
Definitely will.
Definitely will. D3 shots. That's 2 shots. Now it's -1 to hit your Venom.
Indeed.
It is an assault weapon, so we're hitting on 4s. That's 1 hit. And then to wound, toughness 5 on a Venom.
Yes.
3 up anyway, so yeah.
That is a pass.
Very good. Okay. Okay, so moving on to the Rangers. So we've got 2 sniper weapons and 1 that is just a normal rapid fire weapon. So we'll fire the rapid fire at the Razor Wing just to try and get some utility out of it.
You know what I'm going to do?
You're going to vect me?
No, I'm not. I'm not that.
You can't vect me with that. What are you going to do? Lightning fast reflexes? Or whatever the Dark Eldar equivalent is?
Indeed I am.
I think that's a good idea. Right. Okay, so hitting on 3s, but then it's 5s, isn't it?
Indeed.
So
yeah.
5s, No hit. And then the 2 transuranic arquebuses will shoot at the Death Jester. Oh, that was good.
Ah. I mean, that helped me.
Yeah, I think you probably deserve it after that first turn. So what a friend's for. Okay, so we will now go on to shooting here. We're going to play Elimination Volley, which is the one where if you've got these robots and the destroyers near each other, they can add 1 to their hit rolls. Okay, we will start with the Plasma Culverins, which can all see the Razor Wing.
Just as well I played it.
3d6 shots.
Ooh,
so
a lot of shots.
13 shots. Yep, so 13 shots, 12 dice here, so I'll roll one of the others again.
Yep.
So they are within 6 of him, so they'll only roll 1s.
Yep.
They're at -2, but they've got +1 to their shooting, so I believe they're hitting on 5s.
Yeah.
We'll also play Plasma Specialists.
Oof.
I know, sorry. they tend to die quickly, so I've got to do something with what they do. So we're adding 1 to the wound rolls and also the damage inflicted by 1.
Yep.
Now because of the Razor Wing's lightning fast reflexes, I'm not going to overcharge. I'll rely on the damage from Plasma Specialist. Okay. So there's a couple of 1s to re-roll in there. Okay, so that's not too bad, is it? Those should be hits if my calculations were correct. Right, and the toughness on a Razor Wing,
is
I'm going to be wounding him on 3s, presumably. Okay. And it's actually 2s because of Plasma Specialist adding 1.
Ouch. So
that
is 5
damage. 5 hits.
5 ups. Of which 2 bars, so 3 go through. 6 damage.
6 damage, yeah. Because of Plasma Specialists, they're 2 damage each.
Okay, so that puts him down to 4 wounds left.
Right. Following hot on the heels of that, I think we'll fire all the Castellan Robots shots at him. They're benefiting from the Elimination Volley also, and they've got the same BS, so they'll be doing the same to hit, and also re-rolling 1s because of Dominus. Re-roll the 1s. Sorry, cocked. There we go. So that's better, isn't it, Richard?
Good translation. Well, not for you. Not for me.
That's 10 hits, and then we just roll the other 6. Okay. So that's 14 hits in total.
Ouch.
Now these are strength 6. So
4s to
rolling
rage.
your 4s. First 12. Okay, so I make that 6, and then I'll roll the last 2. Nothing for them.
So 6.
6 saves, 1 damage each, -2.
That is him destroyed. So we've only passed 1.
Just.
So it is gone. And that is...
Not first blood, because we
Bye
don't
bye,
have
Razor
secondaries.
Wing.
Did he blow up?
Ooh.
Crash and burn, or whatever they
Crash
call it.
and burn. Nope.
He did not, he just disintegrated
It's just
midair.
gone.
Alright. Okay, so that's I'm happy. As long as one thing goes down this turn, I'm happy.
I think more than one thing will probably be going down this turn, Jamie.
We shall see, because I've actually fired pretty much everything on this side now, apart from these plasmas. So let's fire these 2 plasma calibers at that raider.
The raider at the front.
Yep, so they're assault 2 at 18 inches. So we're getting 2 shots each. And that squad is actually within range of him, so re-rolling that 1. Is there any minus to hit raiders, or is it
there
just
is
venoms?
not. Yeah, just venoms.
Right, and this is strength 7.
So 3s. 3. 5 ups. Ooh, 1 goes through.
Very good, sir. So just the 1 damage. I chose not to overcharge them. He has weapon 99, which is a relic. He can't see much, to be honest. I'll come back to him because I'll check the range against the venoms.
Yeah.
Next shooting, therefore, we've got these 2 June crawlers. Now, we had a look before, and because they were targeted, we're pretty sure that one of them can at least see the rear. So this one can see both the venoms.
Yeah.
This one can only see the back venom.
Yeah.
So we'll fire him against the front venom, excuse me, and we'll fire him against the back venom. Okay, so D3 shots from the neutron laser, 2 shots, I'll take that. So needing 3s to hit, I believe.
Yep.
Oh dear. You know what's happening now, don't you? The cogs are turning. The mechanical
I can hear them.
cogs. Yeah. I'm going to use the CP for that one, and it was worth it. Do I get it back? I never do, but yeah. So that's 2 hits from the neutron laser. 3s to wound you, I believe.
Yep.
Both wounds. Vulnerable saves, so
2 5-ups. Both go through.
So it's going to be a minimum of 6 damage, but we might just be able to get him.
That is destroyed.
Like that, I think we will.
Does he blow up?
Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear.
That's going to be my command point.
Good. Do I steal it? No.
Okay, so I'll bundle everyone out and yeah, we'll come back to the shooting phase.
Sorry about it.
Okay, so the raider's blown up. We lost 1 witch in the disembarkation, which actually for me isn't too bad. So Jamie?
I feel like, well, a number of 4-letter expletives could be used to describe how I feel. But
next one.
Next one. The other onager will do exactly the same
against that raider.
Yeah. Okay. And I completely forgot. Sorry, this is the onager firing against the rear raider, so he's going to get the reroll 1. So how many shots for his neutron laser? He gets 1. Can't reroll it because we used a reroll. So 1 shot, hits, and then to wound, wounds.
5 up. Fails.
That's another D. So it's 5 wounds.
5. It drops him down to 5.
And then the stubbers. 4 hits. I think that's 3 wounds.
Ouch. And that is 3 wounds with rolling 3 2s. So that puts him down to 2 wounds remaining.
Oh dear. Okay, well the Major's Dominus can't see him because there's a lump of rock in the way. Be relieved to know. Small mercies. And I believe
I need more than that.
Apart from these guys, that is my shooting phase done. So actually I think that neither of them can see past the corner of this building, so we'll just fire everything into the witches.
Into the witches. Okay.
So this is the shots for their rifles. The normal rifles, not the arc rifles. Rad carbines. 2 hits, I think they're strength 3.
Yeah.
So, I think. And then the arc rifles, I'll just have to look up arc rifles actually.
Okay, we'll check the profile and we'll come back.
So just checked, so it's going to be 5 shots from the 2 rifles and the pistol because they're within 12. Okay, so that's the strength 6. That's actually 3 saves, which is...
So 3 6-ups. Hey! And 6-up feel no pain. No, so we do still lose 1.
Okay, I think I've got this squad here to do exactly the same shot, what's left of them over here.
Yep.
So they will be outside of rapid fire, I'm pretty sure. So just the 2 arc rifles, 2 hits, strength 6. So that's probably 2 saves.
That should be wind on a 3 up, yeah. The T5, because that is both go through.
How from pain?
Nope.
That's actually worked as I didn't want it to work, because now you can blink him off. Okay, that was perhaps a mistake. Anyway, we are where we are.
Okay.
And that's everybody's shot. I think we've done everybody.
Okay, so end of the shooting phase. That was fairly devastating from my point of view, anyway.
Yeah. 2 vehicles down, a couple of witches, and then also that raider's probably halfway to destruction, isn't it?
Beyond halfway. You've got 2 wounds left.
2 wounds left. Right, okay. So I think we're going to have some charges. We're going to try the knight, and we're also going to try around here. So give me a sec. I'll pre-measure, and we can work it from there.
Yep, perfect.
Pre-measuring has occurred. To get within 1 inch, this guy here will need an 8-inch charge. He will need a 9-inch charge for the witches, and then we need a 9 to get around this ruin into the back of the reavers. So I've shot myself in the foot a bit there, but we'll see how it goes. So the 8-inch charge here. Do Overwatch after, shall we?
Yeah.
Fails. The 9-inch charge. Oh, throwing dice everywhere. The 9-inch charge. 12. So that one goes off. And then the 9-inch charge here.
Fails.
Yeah, and I'd need a 6 on a reroll, so I think it's probably best left. I've done stupider things in the past, but try to learn from my mistakes.
We'll resolve my my probably ineffective Overwatch and then move everything in.
Yeah, go for it.
So my Overwatch was ineffective, managed to get 1 hit with a splinter pistol, but naturally it didn't wound. Reavers managed to whiff theirs, didn't really expect to get much out of it, but oh well, worth a try. Yeah. One thing is the Death Jester has heroically intervened, just in an attempt to get a few more attacks. Yeah. But first, before that, Jamie's got his attacks, and
so we're playing Conqueror Doctrine at Imperative.
Better in larger stratagem.
Yes, they're going. Do I get it back? Nope. I never do.
Nope.
Maybe this game will be the first. Who knows? But yes, so this is obviously better in larger units of these because they can come in units up to 6. But because of the points limit and because of the brigade, we just needed 3 fast attack slots, of which you are limited to these or Iron Striders. So
okay, then.
Yep, 3 attacks, and because of this, they'll hit on 2s, and on 4s they will be 3 hits.
Yeah.
Right.
Ouch.
Okay, that is bad. Apologies. So we're going to 1, 3, 4, 6, 7, 9 dice. Okay, it's going to be strength 8, so wounding you on 2s.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and we are Ryza, which I believe means you reroll 1s to wound. Let me check that because there is a canticle which is reroll something, and the doctrine is something else. So 1's rerolls to hit, 1's reroll to wound. Let me check.
Let's have a look.
It was reroll 1s to wound with Ryza. I thought it was, but best to check these things. So it is actually 8 wounds, Richard.
8 massive wounds. So let's grab some dice.
Making a shish kebab of witches.
So my witches do at least have a 4 up and vulnerable, although as evidenced in previous report, I'm not particularly good at making them.
Was that statistically average?
That is statistically average. That is 4 fails. Okay. So 4 witches get splattered.
Yeah. So now you've got your Death Jester, which heroically intervened, and the rest of the witches to fight.
Yeah. So I'll work out my attacks, and let's at least try and do some damage to it. Okay, so my attacks back. We're going to start off with Death Jester. So he's got 3 attacks, hitting on 2s, 1 miss, and wound on 5s. 1 wound, just standard armour.
Right, so.
And then the witches, these do have the +1 attack for their combat drug, so I do at least get a decent handful of attacks. 3 miss, and then
nice to have a good handful.
Always. And then 5s again, so just 2.
2 saves.
Yeah, 1 goes through. So 1 gone through. That's not completely disastrous, but I've got to be honest. I've taken a pretty big hit in this first turn, and yeah, I've not really done a great deal of damage back yet. Yeah, Jamie, how do you feel about that?
I always think that if I'm on the receiving end of a stern beating, then it makes you feel a little bit bad when you're playing a game, but I always feel worse when I'm the one dishing out the beating. so I do apologise, and I hope it's not going to be a one-sided from here, and the Scourges can take something out, I'm sure.
We'll certainly try. I have full faith that my dice will turn around.
Me too.
No, I really don't. But well, let's
for these witches.
Ooh, yes.
That's what I remember.
I mean, they're probably going to run off.
Okay, won't they?
They are gone.
Oh dear.
They are gone.
Oh dear, that makes me feel even worse. Sorry.
All right then. So, turn 2.
Turn 2.
So, end of Drukhari turn 2 movement phase. So, Shroud's Arm.
Yes,
again.
Rolled the 4 because we chose it last term, so this term we're rolling or choosing something different. So I went for the roll, and yeah, luckily got the 4. So it's Shroud's Arm again. Sorry, Rich.
Boo. Since I've gone on to about round 2, I'm now eager to flame. So that means I've got the reroll charges and reroll advances.
But not on your Harlequins.
No, and that would have come in really handy as the Death Jester fell back, managed to roll a 1 on his advance, and then a 1 on the reroll. That burnt me a command point and still fell short of getting onto the relic.
Which leaves you on 3 command points to my 8.
Indeed.
Just before we forget.
So the succubus did manage to get herself onto it, and we've tried to form a little bit of a bubble wrap around her. So the venoms push forward.
Yeah.
That will get them into rapid fire range as well, hopefully.
Very good.
The raider, heavily damaged raider, has pushed forward as well.
Yeah.
The incubi and 2 archons have jumped out to try and deal with this little recon party down here.
Good idea.
The Harlequins have gone night hunting with their fusion guns, and the Reavers have moved around in an attempt to move block the knight. So try and give myself a little bit of protection from him getting into get into relic should the Harlequins fail to do their job.
And I see not Harlequins, Scourges.
And Scourges have arrived. So I've got a unit of 5 with 4 Haywires, which are looking at a multitude of targets.
Yeah.
And then the blasters have come in down here. So I was humming and hawing about bringing the blasters on, but when Jamie reminded me that he still had a unit of Sicarian infiltrators, I've brought them in just as a bit of
null deployment block.
Just to push him back a little bit, because obviously with the 9-inch that he's got to give me, it pushes him away from my slightly more important stuff right here. So we're going to go into the shooting phase. Hopefully we can be a little bit more productive than last one.
And it looks like the play here now is to just block or kill my fast units and run away with the relic next turn, surviving the firepower, which I think is the right thing to do.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to play for the mission now.
Totally.
I think it's clear that I'm not going to make enough of a dent into the some of the big units at the back there, but if I can avoid them, that works just as well.
Cool.
Perfect. Let's go. Okay then, so we're going to start off the shooting phase with the Harlequins. Who have got nice and close to said knight. So we're going to split our fire slightly on this. I know, always a bad idea. So we've got 4 normal troopers inside with fusion pistols, and a troop master with a fusion pistol. And they're all going to be firing at said knight. The one lone little guy without a fusion pistol in there is going to fire towards those vanguard. Down the front.
Squad of 3. Okay.
So we're going to start off with that.
I will naturally be rotating his ion shield. Do I steal the command point back? No, of course not.
Okay, so Harlequin troopers hitting on 3. Oh, 50%. That's 2 fails.
Yeah.
And then we need the 3s to wound.
And he's got do convert that. 6. You've used them up now, so you're not going to get them for the damage rolls. No. Right, so we need 4s.
Yep.
So one saved, one's gone through.
So it is 2d6, pick the highest. For a 5.
Very good.
So I will take that.
Now he is Tyrannus, so 6+ feel no pain. None. So 5
wounds gone through, that's a good start.
I think that is much deserved after last turn.
Now Troop Master, so he's hitting on a 2, he does. Wounding on a 3, he does.
Very good. So we'll make another
invulnerable.
We'll try and make another invulnerable save. That's definitely not. So
that's again, and that's a 6. Right. Big 6.
So he will just survive on 1 wound unless he can get some more. He does make 1 of his Tyrannus saves.
So 2 wounds left.
Now, Rich, I will just remind you with Tyrannus,
he can get back up again.
He can on a 4+. He can get back up with D3, and that's at the end of the phase. And also, there is the knight's stratagem to put him on his top profile. Yeah, because knights are great.
Cheesy and horrific.
Yeah.
Okay, so then the one guy against the vanguard hits, fails to wound on a 1.
Okay.
Sadly. Okay, so then I'm going to check some ranges on a couple more and then we'll come back. Okay, so next one we've got Cabalites down here. I've just checked the ranges on them, and the splinter rifles are perfectly within range, so if the Dark Lance doesn't do it, we'll give it a try. And the Dark Lance misses, of course. So
it's always the one you want to hit.
Always. So we miss with 5. Oof. The rolling has returned back to first turn level.
6s to wound as well.
No 6s.
Oh, lucky.
Okay, so then next we're going to go for 2 blasters from the Reavers. We're going to be at the Knight.
Okay.
And the 3 splinters are going to be at the Electro Priests.
Right, okay.
So I'm going to go blasters first. 1 hits, 1 misses, needs a 3, gets a 6.
4+ save. He's made it.
Oh. So then, 2, 4. So 6 shots to the priests.
Yeah.
All hit.
Very good.
And then 2 wounds.
So they're 5+ invulnerable save. Both failed. Then they have 5+ feel no pain as well, which they both fail. So we'll pluck 2 of them asunder.
Okay, so now I'm going to have a look at my ranges again, I think. Look at me blasters, try and get rid of that knight. It's definitely holding on by its fingertips.
By a thread, yeah.
So then the heavily damaged Raider is going to be up next. He's going to be firing his Dark Lance into said knight.
That would be poetic, wouldn't it?
This is going to be a 5 to hit though, due to him heavily degraded. Of course, we get 1. Next up, so the Star Weaver is going to fire its shuriken cannons at the Electro Priests.
Good luck.
2 miss. And then we are looking for
3, so it'd be 2s, yeah.
2s.
So
3.
Okay, looking at 5s and 5s again. Failed 3.
Oh!
Made 3. What a swine, man. What a swine.
Oh, okay, this is getting tough now. This is getting really tough. So, first Venom, we're going to be sending the blaster into the Knight.
Okay.
And then we're going to be firing splinter rifles at the Electro Priests. They won't quite be in rapid fire range there. So we'll go blaster first. That is a hit. Does wound.
Okay.
So you're invulnerable. Fails.
I'm going to make the call and give him a command point reroll. I haven't used one yet, so...
Ooh, okay.
Okay, needing that 4 up. So 1,
a 1.
deservedly so.
So, d6 damage for the 2. That is all I needed.
Tyrannus saves. Okay. Oh, he's made 1.
Oh,
no.
So he's down to 1 wound.
And did I get that command point back? I'll just have to roll for that. No, I didn't.
No.
It's never happened in any game that I have command point.
So you got enough of them, you don't need any more.
Yeah, I've got 6 left. You have 3.
Okay, so splinters against the Electro Priests. That's 1 miss. Just a single wound.
That one went running.
Which is a save. So second Venom's going to do exactly the same. So
Yep.
blaster first, misses. And then splinters. 3 hits. Oh, just the 1 wound. He saves. Oh, so this luck from the good start is definitely swinging a bit here now. Then, so I'm going to have to. Have a look and we'll see. So I'm going to do what generally you should never do, and we are going to be splitting fire. So I've got a Shard Carbine and then 2 Haywires going into the Knight, and the following 2 Haywire are going to be going into the Dragoon over this corner. So let's start off with the Knight. So 2d3 shots. Oh, 3.
It's gonna be tight.
So need 3s to hit. And that is 2 hits.
Good
and
luck,
then
Richards.
we're looking for 4s. We get 1.
So that's the mortal.
There's 1 mortal wound goes through.
Right. So, and there's no save to make. No, just the mortal wound. So on a
Yeah.
6, he survives. Oh dear.
Gross. Just utterly gross.
Oh dear.
So 2d3 Haywires into the other. That is
3.
another 3. They all hit. And that is 3 mortal wounds.
Okay, so 3 mortal wounds and
Onto
any
the
save. Is
Dragoon.
it 1 save or?
It would be 1, yes.
Okay. Any minus? I'm not really familiar with Haywire.
-1.
That's 1. Okay. So 4 wounds.
4 wounds gone through. And then I've got the Shard Carbine, which I've never actually used before, so let's go back to that. We're hoping for a bit of poetic justice here. It is Assault 3 on the Shard Carbine, so that is 3 hits.
I'm sorry, this was the Knight.
Against the Knight,
Good
yeah.
luck.
I need 6s. No. Sadly not. Sadly not. Okay. So we're rapidly running out of potential possible firepower.
Everything from
So,
here is shot. Isn't
We've got the Venoms left to shoot. They've the
okay.
occupants have shot,
it? Correct.
but they haven't. So first Venom is going. So the rightmost Venom is going to be going into the Electro Priests.
Yeah. That's better.
And that is all hit.
Forced to
And we
wound.
need 4s. Not
Once.
quite so many.
6.
That is 6, 7 armor saves.
7. Right, so 5 up invulnerables, which you make 1, 2. So 5 feel no pains. Hopefully this is the time where the averages will work against me. Yes, so 4 have died.
4 gone.
Lovely. Very good. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
And then we're going to go for the other Venoms. Going to do exactly the same.
Yep.
few less, but I do get 3 reroll ones. And then force to wound. This we have got a few more. So that's
this time.
3, 6, 7, 8.
8. Right. This could be the end. There's 4 left in that unit.
So not bad. Rolling.
Save 3, and then the vulnerable saves.
Save 2.
1 remains.
1 left.
Wow, but well done. You've cleared them out. So.
So I've managed to do a little bit of damage on the certainly on the infantry front anyway.
They do tend to petrify people, so I've not.
Because they're horrible.
Yes. The next addition to this army will be a Scorpius June Rider. Strider, thank you.
Strider?
Something. June something. Yeah,
World War II amphibious assault vehicle.
Yes, that's exactly what it looks like. So yeah, hopefully that'll give them a bit more survivability out in the open, because until they get that 3++, they're a bit vulnerable.
Yeah. Okay, so Scourges here.
Yep.
We're going to be firing into this Dragoon.
Yep. Incense cloud. So yep.
Incest cloud.
Incense cloud.
Yeah.
So
the -1.
-1. Yeah.
So 2 hits. That is 2 wounds.
Right.
-4.
So 6+ invulnerable for bionics. No.
And that's 2d6.
And he's dead.
Gone.
Does he explode? Does not.
Ooh, thank God for that.
The Emperor.
Exactly. So then we've got blast pistols down here.
Yep.
We're going to have the Warlord Archon first.
Very good.
Hits on a 2 against the Dragoon. Fails to wound on a 1.
Are you going to do
and
it?
then, no. Next one, hits on a 5.
Don't let history repeat itself.
Fails to wound on a 2. So wound roll's definitely not been good. The only thing I've got left now is the Succubus's blast pistol, which I believe is probably out of range.
Death Jester.
And the Death Jester. So the Death Jester is going to go big. He's going to target the knight.
I thought he might. This would be epic. Cool.
So 3 shots hitting on a 2. As usual, he misses with 1 of them.
Doing the 6s.
1 wound, but just a standard armour.
Okay, so for the 3 up.
Oh, and you've spent your command point.
So, but can I pull off that jammy 6 again? If not, then the decision is: do I get him back up, or do I try and blow him up? It's a 5. So the knight, after all your efforts, the last shot of the turn.
Literally the last shot.
That very much so.
Good old Death Jesters.
So let me have a think about what to do with him now.
Okay.
Let's say it'll be getting back up or at the end of the phase, or it will be
blowing up.
Blowing him up. Okay.
You decided then, Jamie?
Not really. It's a difficult decision because I've got 6 command points left, and we're going to have to see if he explodes first. So let's see if he explodes, because then options are not available. If he does, it's a 2. So he's dead. So I can spend 2 command points to get him back up, or 2 command points to make. I've gone past the explode stage now. So we're either going to let him die, or we're going to get him back up. I'll try and get him back up on a 4+. So it's 2 command points spent. It's a 6.
Of course you got it. Of course.
And he has 2 wounds remaining now. And do I get the command point back? No, I do not.
Nope.
So we're down to 4 now, but he is still kicking. But you have boxed him in quite nicely there, so I don't know if he's going to be much more than an annoyance, because unless I put him on top profile, he can't really catch up with your relic.
I could destroy him in the
you could, yeah.
assault phase here
anyway.
anyway.
See what happens.
Okay, so we'll work out our charges, because there definitely will be some.
Yeah,
see what happens.
Absolutely.
Alright. Okay, so end of the charge phase. The Incubi and both Archons have charged in to tie these up, needing to make use of my re-roll on the assaults. Over here, the Reavers have lost one of their number to a thermal lance in there, or thermal spear into the face. Naturally, Dramey doing his usual and churning out 6s for Overwatch.
It's not the usual.
It has been on these battle reports.
It's a complete aberration.
The Starweaver's joined in as well, just to try and get a few extra attacks through.
Fingers crossed that'll be enough just to slice his legs off and put him down for good.
Yeah. So we're actually going to start off over here with our attacks.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to grab the book out for this, because again, Incubi, you just no one ever uses them. You just don't see them.
Each or something.
Yeah, about that. So we changed our mind a little bit. We're going to start off with the Warlord. It's going to be striking against the Dragoon with the Gym Blade. So that is hitting on 2s with a reroll of 1s, thankfully for himself. It still converts one of them into a 1 naturally. His strength 4, so he will be needing 5s to wound. And he gets 1.
Oh dear.
Nothing
so
to make him reroll wounds of any description?
Nothing.
And what's the
damage is -3, damage D3.
So I think it's a 6+ invulnerable for the bionics. Yeah.
Damage D3.
Oh, well
So
done.
it does get the 3 at least.
Yeah.
Half wounds.
And then we're going to be splitting the incubi attacks, I believe. So we'll get a good idea of what we're going to do there, and then come back. So just to confuse even more, second Archon's now going to go against the Vanguard. So it does all hit. Obviously he's a bit better trained than his boss, but not for wounding. That's just 2 wounds.
Okay, minus on
-2.
Right, so we're looking at 6s. 2 down.
2 through. Okay, and then the incubi themselves. So the incubi striking again now. So we are going to be rolling 6 attacks from normal guys against the dragoon.
Okay.
2 miss.
Um,
I'm looking for 5s.
Oh.
Nothing. So this has not been a good turn for rolling. The Clavex hitting on 2.
Good.
It does. But can he get the wounds through?
2 wounds.
2 wounds.
And what's the minus on the clay?
This is a -3.
Oh, okay, so 6 up bionic saves. So both go through.
2 go through is just single damage.
Oh, so he's lingering on 1 wound.
Sod's law. And then we've got
We'll see if you can get the Vanguard at least with the other one.
2 more incubi. Ooh,
Oh dear.
not great.
That might be all you need. Toughness 3.
So his 3s.
Yeah.
So
Bionics
3
again. 1 saves.
So 1 remaining. Seems to be a common theme here, I believe.
Just clinging on. Did you want to pile them in? Wrap and
They
trap?
will do, yep. So there's combat over here. I'm going to strike with the Reavers.
Good luck.
We'll need it, I think. So we're going to be hitting on 3s.
It's alright.
Tolerable. And
That's
then
the new word for the day.
6s. Get 1.
Right. No minus with the blade veins, or?
-1. Oh wait, no, we're on 5s. With 5s because we're strength 4.
Oh.
So I forgot we have blade veins. These are strength 4 and -1.
Might
So
be
there
time
are
for him to die.
actually 4 wounds gone through.
Time to die.
So 4 up armor saves.
That was enough.
That has gone through.
But you know what's coming? Oh, he's got 1
Again.
Oh, no. It's getting embarrassing now. Hold on. Will the Harlequin...
Painful.
Was that all of them, or was
As that was all the Reavers. So Harlequin hits with all 3. He is strength 5, believe it or not.
Very good.
Of course,
Oh.
nothing. So once again, the knight is remaining on 1 wound. Your attack's back.
Right, well, we might as well start with the knight, but as he's on his lowest profile, I will just check. He might not have many wound attacks. Right, so we just had a look. He's hitting on weapon skill 5, and he's strength 6. And we're going to do the sweep attack against all the Reavers, so that should be 12 attacks. So we've got a few there.
Got those 6s.
Yeah. And then increase to wound dice. Oh yeah, these don't come out. These are usually used for wound markers.
Yeah.
There's -2 AP and 1 damage apiece.
Ooh, okay, so that was 6s to save.
Do you want to use these dice?
No, yeah, apparently so. And then 6 feel no pain. So there is 2. So it's 2 wounds gone through.
Yeah.
1's gone.
Okay.
That I think we can just about tolerate.
Yes.
So your
Then we'll
attack's
move over
there.
here. So with the arc maul.
So who are you striking on?
For the alpha. Oh, sorry, he's because he's in contact with 2, isn't he? He'll just go against the character.
Yep, against the Archon, his second in command.
Yep, 2 hits, and then it's +1 strength, I think. So
Yep.
your toughness 3, I presume.
Indeed.
So 1 save at -1.
2 up Shadowfield.
Oh, of course.
And he's fine.
Gotta love those shadow fields.
When they work.
Well, this is it. I don't like shadow fields for two reasons. One is that it's incredibly bad for the Dark Eldar player when they fail it first time, and secondly, it's incredibly bad for your opponent when you just can't get through them for the whole game. It's very swingy. So
very.
Right, then we'll do him. I'm not sure. I might use a command point to activate the Conqueror Doctrina Imperative again. Which is the one that, before I fight, add 1 to hit rolls, but 2 because of his data tether. So I think I will use it because he's about to die. So that's a command point. Do I steal it back? Nope. So he's got his standard 3 attacks, and off 2s to hit, but on 4s. Who are you striking on? So he's going to go against your Warlord. Just try and flank off that shadow field before he dies gloriously. So 1 hits, and 1 generates the extra hits. Yeah. Wounding you on 2s. So that's 4.
Ouch. That's
so
good going.
Might be enough. We'll see.
It isn't.
Right, it was worth a punt.
Yeah. Okay, so
3 CP apiece now, Richard. I've squandered them, and you've been very, very conservative.
Very frugal.
CPs. Yes.
Frugal.
Very good.
Okay, so we'll have a look at that then. So as it stands, end of my phase. I am on the relic.
You've got the relic, and you've wrapped and trapped here. I think I can just squeeze out there.
Yep, we should be able to. But whether we can keep holding or if I can survive another shooting phase, I'll feel a little bit happier.
It might be a bit brutal, but I think you'd made the best of that turn after the first turn. I think you've done good work. So.
Yeah, we've cleared a little anyway.
Oh, morale for this chap. He's going to die, so let's just pluck him off. We can't waste the CP on him, I'm afraid.
Okay, how about the other Vanguard?
The other Vanguard, yes, he's going to be at -4, isn't he? So needing 7, he's gone as well.
Okay, so we'll go into Jamie's movement phase now. Cut to the end of it, and I can't imagine there's going to be a great deal of movement, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Right, so a little bit of movement's gone on here. We have run the Dragoon up here, and also we advanced one of the tech priests behind to try and repair some of those wounds, which we'll do momentarily. The line of Skitari have just reshuffled a bit to try and keep any charges away from my big guns for another turn. Knight has withdrawn slightly, this guy was trapped, Rangers have stayed put. The debate was had about whether to bring in the infiltrators this turn. Idea being that if I kept them off another turn, there might be less things to try and kill them in Rich's turn 3. But then he has got these fast-moving scourges in the back line. He could have pretty much null deployed me, so I'd have to end up over there somewhere. So difficult decision, but I brought them in this turn, and I'm hoping they will survive and maybe even be able to take out some scourges with their pistols. We'll see. So at the end of the movement phase, going to repair. So it's D3 wounds going back on. It's 2. And then I'm going to play the Tech Adept stratagem to repair again. That's 1 command point, I think. So do we repair any more wounds? That's cocked. So we're back up to full health. And did I steal the command point back? It's finally happened. We did.
So you're still on 3?
Still on 3. I think it was only 1 command point. I will check that, but yeah, I think we're still on 3. Okay, so very good. So we're going to start with the Rangers up here. So we've got the Transuranic Arquebuses into the Death Jester in the ruins because we can't see the model that's holding the relic. So 2 shots, both hits. Ouch. Strength 7 against toughness 3, I believe. 2 wounds, and there's a 6 in there, which I believe is a mortal wound.
Okay, so he's got 1 more wound gone through, and then fails both of his invulnerables.
Oh, any command points here, Rich?
No.
Right, so I think it's 2d3 damage as well as that mortal wound. It's 5 total.
He's gone. He has 5 wounds.
Very good. So I didn't declare, but I should have done his rifle. I'm just going to shoot at that raider because he can't get anything else. And
misses anyway.
Okay. Right. So we're now over here. These guys haven't got many good targets, but one of them and the arc pistol from here can see
the Reavers.
So the arc pistol hits, strength 6, wounds -1, I believe.
5 up. So
very good. And then the radium carbine, 2 hits, No wounds. Okay, we have arc rifles here and a radium pistol there. We're going to go into the front venom.
Yeah.
So it'll be pre-measured. So the arc being 24-inch rapid fire, 3 hits.
-1. Yeah.
Oh, minus. Is that what we're
You're right. -1 with the venom.
Yeah, very good. Well remembered. 2 saves from the arc rifle.
These both go through.
Right. So it's when attacking a vehicle, it has a damage of D3.
Ouch.
So that's 4 wounds.
So.
Feel no pains? Do they get feel no pain?
No, not unless they're black heart.
Radium pistol. No. Not expected to do much. Okay, so the front venom's almost down.
Yeah.
He's going to fire his weapon 99. He did shuffle slightly, so it's -1 plus the -1 from there.
Yep.
So he's hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s. It's heavy 3. So that's 1 hit. Strength 7. So wounding on 3s. That's a wound, and I believe
And it fails.
And I believe the 6 as well is a mortal wound. Let me just check. Weapon 99. Each time you make a wound roll of 6, the target suffers a mortal wound in addition.
Okay. So that is him gone.
Yeah, it's damage 2 as well. So
Yeah. So does he blow up? No. So we'll
disembark and we'll come.
We'll get the guys out and come back. Yeah. So guys, just as a showing of my luck in this game, I think this probably exemplifies most of it. That's my rolls for the Cabalites getting out of the vehicle.
Oh, no.
So that is 4 of them gone. So it's one little guy with the blaster left. Yeah, not great. I think it's this definitely feels like one of those games today.
I'm sorry, Richard. I have to buy you a drink after this, right?
Drink?
A drink.
Whole crate?
A crate, yes. Our year's supply, in fact.
Oh yeah, that'll do.
Right, so we've not got anything in range for him, he's fired, same with him. So we've got our backfield still to shoot, and we've got some plasma here. So I think we'll fire the plasma up at this raider, try and plink that off as well. The radium is just in range with one of them. So radium carbine. That's 1 hit on 3, nothing. And then the plasma, it's 18 inch assault 2, we measured it, so it hits, and the unit might just be in range here actually. No, I think that's just out.
Okay.
Okay.
It's just the
strength 7. Okay,
so 2 wounds.
Yeah, 1 damage each if they go through.
One of them goes through.
Oh, surviving on a wound.
So he's got 1 wound left.
Cheating death. Okay. So I think what we're going to do now is we'll fire this Onager Drone Crawler into here with his with his neutron rifle, neutron whatever, big neutron killy death gun, and then his 2 stubs will go up here.
That Starweaver going to play lightning fast reactions.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah, very good. Okay, so do I steal your command point? Do not. Do
Good.
not. Right, so Rich, let me just do the command point tally. That's 2, isn't it?
It is.
Leaves you on 1 to my 3.
Yeah.
So, very good. Right, the neutron laser. How many? That's it. Neutron laser. How many shots do we get? 3 laser.
So -2. Oh.
Oh dear. Might be 2s to win, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Do have my 4 up invulnerable.
Go for it.
One of them's very cocked. One of them fails. So.
Oh,
both go through.
Well, it's a flat. It's a minimum.
So he is gone.
Dead.
Does he blow up? No.
No. Okay.
And just because of last time,
than last time for the distance.
we'll do it on camera. No, that's 3 dead.
I'm not enjoying this anymore.
No, this is not a good one.
Right, so this chappie is gone. We did lose more Harlequins, didn't we?
Another 3.
Oh dear, Richard. Right, we'll finish his shots then against the raider. So all hits, needing 5s to wound you. 2 saves, no minus. Can we plink that last wound off?
Yes, you can.
Does he?
Well, I believe you can. I'll have to check that actually. I know it's a 5 up invulnerable, but we'll just check the armour.
Yeah, his armour might be 4+.
So yeah, it's a 4 up.
Yeah, we forgot Dark Elder actually have armour, so
yeah.
Right. So next shot will be the other Onager. It will fire its neutron laser into the venom here.
Boo.
And it's 2 heavy stubbers.
Into the radar.
Let's do the heavy stubbers first this time. Okay, so what's that? 4 hits. And that's 3 saves.
Again.
Can you do it this time?
Nope.
Nope.
Failed 3 times.
Does he explode?
Does he explode? No. Thank God for that.
Thank goodness. Yeah, it was. It would have been harsh. And then the neutron laser is D3 for the big 3. Oof. -1 for the venoms. But
that makes me feel slightly better.
Don't speak too soon because he does. He does.
Okay.
So 1 hit's gone through. And that's, what was toughness on a venom?
Toughness 5.
Yep, so that has wounded. I think it's 10 on a neutron laser.
And it goes through.
So minimum was 3. Okay, so 3 damage.
3 damage. So he has 3 left.
Okay. Right, now it's time for the big shooting. We've got the robots left and we've got the
Destroyers?
Catron destroyers. So I think it would be foolish of me to not use, is it eradication or decimation
Elimination protocols?
Elimination, I was nearly there. So do we get the command point back? We do. Okay, that's finally started happening. It's averaging out. So, shots, we're going to start with the robots. We're getting a whopping amount of shots now. We will fire the first lot into these scourges. So first one into the scourges, and we will split fire second one into the reavers. So, start with the reavers. This is 12 of the shots. We're hitting on 3s, re-rolling the 1s because of the Major's Dominus next to them. Okay. There's no minus against the reavers, is there?
Against reavers? No.
No. Okay, so strength 6, only 3s to wound you, sir. That's only 3 from the first volley.
Great.
And I'll do
the armours.
Yeah,
how many damage are they?
The damage 1.
What's the minus?
It's -2, I believe.
Ooh. So that's 3. 6 up. So that's 3 wounds gone through, so that's 1 dead.
And the last 6, what's 2's there? And that's 3 more, same again.
1 saved, and then feel no bones. So that is the grand total of 5 wounds taken. At least 1 guy on 1 wound. So, boom. No, 1 my blaster.
Okay. Right, so the second robot on the scourges then.
Yep.
Do they have any minuses to them?
No.
Rerolling the 1. Okay, so that's 10 hits. And then the other 6. Bit of a shooting gallery now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Rerolling the 1. So that's 15 total. We've got 12 of them here, so...
I think they Scourge are not long for this world.
Yeah, are they toughness 3 as well?
Yeah.
Okay, so that is 10 wounds, and then just the last 3. That's 13 wounds, Rich.
Okay, so -2, that's 13 straight through to my feel no pain.
Anyone wonders why I'm rolling 12 dice at a time? I always keep 12 dice in my pocket. I know exactly how many I've got at any given time. 2
saved, so that is the entire unit wiped.
Oh dear, okay. Right, this is getting a bit painful now, sorry. Catron destroyers, there's no point in them playing a stratagem. We're going to split their fire. We're going to shoot 1 of them into this straggler unit here, another into this venom, and then the third one, I guess it's a bit of overkill, but he's going to go into this chap here, just to try and clear that out. Yeah, because I can't see the Harlequins, very well positioned. So, first one, D6 shots. Second one, D6 shots. Oop, that's 2, isn't it?
Yeah.
Third one, D6 shots. Right, so that went the wrong way, but it doesn't matter. That's the game. So that was your old random 6-sided cube. So 5 hits against him. They've all hit. They've all wounded. Do you roll those?
Dead. Very dead.
So that's him plinked off.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the 2 against the venom. That's re-rolling that 1 because of the Dominus next to the unit. Needing 3s. That's just 1 save.
Hooray! Finally!
That time. And then the 6 against the warrior, re-rolling the 1s. It's 5 hits. And that is 3 saves.
Looking for
-3.
3 6s. No, we got 1.
So he's a goner also.
The warrior is also gone.
Okay, so we're nearly at the end of the shooting phase. In fact, we might be. Oh no, we've got the stub carbines over there, haven't we?
Your infiltrators?
Yeah, so that's 15 shots, I believe, against the other
Yeah,
scourges.
scourge.
So hitting on 3s. Okay, I make that 9. And then rolling these last 3 6s. That's the full 12, needing 3s to wound you. Okay, that's levelled out a little bit. So there's that many with no minus.
Okay. Oh, maybe it is the dice.
Yeah, maybe it is. Yeah.
3 through, I believe. I will
Weighted
check
dice.
their armour, but I believe that's 3
I
through.
think you're right.
And then I'll feel no
Well,
pain there.
actually, is it
So believe it or not, yeah, they are 4 up.
yeah, I thought I remembered the ghost plate from the last edition being a 4 up, and it still is.
Yeah, so that is
Awesome.
that is all passed. So apparently my luck comes back while I'm using Jamie's dice.
Yes, I mean they don't always roll 6s. Let's just put it to the test. There's, yeah, perfectly average almost.
Okay then, so is that the end of your shooting phase?
I believe the horror is ended. Yes.
Yeah.
We've just got a couple of charges to go.
Assaults?
Or have we? Because I don't think he can actually charge anyone because of the ruins.
Mm-hmm.
The knight obviously fell back, so I think
Yeah.
we've maybe got a charge against the scourges over there, and then we've
Okay.
also got this fight to resolve, and I think we know how it's going to end.
Down there.
So
Yeah.
that's it. Yeah.
Okay, so do you want to do your charges and then we'll...
Yeah. I'll just roll it now. 2d6 to
Yeah.
get in, and they're in.
and they are in,
Nice,
so we'll just...
Overwatch time.
do some
Shredders.
Overwatch.
Is it? No, haywires.
Oh, I wish they were shredders.
Yeah.
No, they're only blasters, so we'll resolve the Overwatch off camera and then come back.
Grand.
So the Sicarans managed to get in with a big old charge, but did lose 1 of their number to a blaster and lost a wound to a shard carbine on the way in. Jamie, you'll
Yes,
do your
that's that. This will continue as, of
Yeah.
course. Do you want me
And
to
then-
pile in your chap here for later?
just
to
a
save
one
time?
yeah,
And,
and then
ah, yes. I see you
The
know your
Harlequin
ruse well.
has heroically intervened into the night.
Yes, brilliant. So on it goes.
Yeah.
Right, so we'll do the first one.
So the Sicarans against the Scourge.
Yeah, so I believe it's 2 attacks each. So that's 6 plus 3 for the alpha. Could think about using the stratagem to make sure they hit with everything. The whichever one it was you would normally use for him, but I might use it for him. Scratch that. I'll just roll normally for that. 3 hits.
That's probably going to be good enough. So
Okay. Power swords. I think we're strength 3 actually.
3, so it's just the
we
one
roll
then.
1 because of Ryza. Which is another one. I think there's toughness 4 and strength 3.
Ooh,
Don't quote
okay.
me on that.
I think you are right.
I think that's what I remember them being.
So they are strength 4
Yeah,
and
let's
toughness
take it
3, other way round.
So exactly
So-
the right amount of wounds.
And we're going straight through to the power from pain, of
Do
which
they not get a
all
6
of
plus
them-
invulnerable for ghost play or whatever it's called anymore?
Nope,
That's
no
disappeared
anymore.
in 8th edition. Boom.
Yeah, so that is the squad of Scourge absolutely wiped.
Wow. Okay, that wasn't expected. We will consolidate in
Yep.
towards your warlord with the relic.
Okay,
So next.
and the non-charging.
You don't have any command points to interrupt.
I have 1 left, not enough
Okay.
to interrupt.
So we'll activate the Doctrine Imperative, whichever one it is that works in combat on this
Mhm.
channel. That's another command point which I do
Get back again.
It's a late resurgence. It's finally paying off. Okay, so we're doing 3 attacks against the. I'm going to go against the Warlord again.
Yeah.
I just want to plink that Night Shadow Field off for next turn. Okay.
Nice.
So that's
4
4
hits.
total. 4
Wounds,
saves.
ouch.
I'm not sure what the 6 means if the saves go, but I think it's only for hitting, not
For
for
hitting.
wounding.
All
it's
passed again.
There we go.
So as long as I can make 2 up saves, I'm alright.
So you see, what I should have been doing, I would have probably wiped out your incubi in those 2 rounds, wouldn't I? With
Quite
the
possible.
minus-
Would have got close anyway.
Yeah, the -1
Yeah.
and 2 damage possibly. So
Okay then. So
my
that's
fault. But
so that's your unit's done. So I'll come in and work out what I want to do.
yeah.
We're
Now
gonna
with
start
heroic
off-
intervention, do I get to fight back at you?
You do not,
Do
because
not,
you did
that's-
not charge me.
Very good. So,
so-
nice bit of tactics there.
The Harlequin Troop Master is going to start off proceedings. He is hitting on 2s,
Yep.
and then he is wounding on 5s. No, Yes, wound on 5s with a reroll of everything because of himself.
Very good. And we have just got the 1 wound still.
Yeah, so that is 2 gone through.
Is that a power weapon?
It's a Harlequin's Kiss, so it's -1, and then it's damage D3 damage.
Right, so 4 up armour saves. 1 saved, 1 goes through.
How many command points you got left? Can't have many.
I've got 3 because of the 2 or 3 that I've got back, so just to be a monumental pain in the backside.
I mean, you already are. But.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, well, that was fair.
Okay, so damage D3. 2.
2. Okay, so double 6 needed. No, he's gone.
And he's gone.
I think I've actually been cheating a little bit because I believe that I've reclaimed myself 3 command points, or 2 command points, maybe 3. We'd have to look back.
3, I believe.
You can only reclaim 1 every battle round now, can't you? So after that, I would actually be on 0. So
I mean, I can't imagine that it'll make a huge difference to the rest of this game. The odd command point here and there probably hasn't really done a great deal. So.
I believe I would have just run out if I calculate correctly. So let's just say that it would have been 0 or 1. Let's just say it's 0.
Okay.
So does he blow up on a 6? It leaves me no command points to blow him up on a 4. So it's a 5. Which is a shame.
I'm very much relieved by that. Yeah. So we'll do the Archon and the Incubi next. I'll sort out the attacks and we'll
be right back.
Work, haven't they? Yeah. Okay then, so the Warlord Archon's going to strike first with his Gin's Blade. So there's 1 reroll of a 1, obviously turned into a 1 again. And then we are strength 4, so we're looking for 5s. And he has got 4 -3 D3 damage.
6, okay, so does he explode? No, he does not.
No, he does not.
No, that 1 wound left.
He is gone. We'll do my consolidation now, and then.
Do you get to consolidate with any of the other units now because they didn't fight?
We'll have to check. We'll have to have a look.
Yeah.
So end of turn 3 movement phase for the Drukhari, and much like the last game, I'm basically playing a hasty retreat and hide with hardly anything left.
But you won that game.
Yeah, only just.
But I think you're playing the right thing because you've actually got the relic way away from me and you shut me down across my front line here. So I know we've got quite a few turns to go, but I don't think I can catch you with that relic, realistically.
No. We'll see. Okay, so back here. The relic has pulled to out of line of sight of the rest of Jamie's army. I just have to deal with these Sicarans here. Yep. Venom has pulled back just to add a bit of firepower.
That's still full, isn't it? The Venom.
The Venom's still, he's on 3 wounds, but he's got 5 Cabalites inside.
Cool.
Cabalites over here have stayed where they are, hiding in the building.
Yep.
Harlequins are going to try and deal with this Dragoon that's probably one of the few things that Jamie has that has got some speed.
Yes.
And then the Archons and the Incubi are going full suicide charge just to try and do a bit of damage and to take a bit of a distraction if possible.
Yeah, so, I think it's a good play.
We're going to go into the shooting phase in a second.
Yeah.
And let's see if we can deal with those couple of danger units. So into the shooting phase, we're going to start off with the succubus down here. She's going to be firing a blast pistol at the Sicarans. She does hit. She needs a 2, obviously a 1.
1 command point left.
We're not going to burn a command point on that one.
I don't think that'd be wise.
Instead, we're going to go up to these Cabalites over here, who are going to split fire, and they're going to fire a Dark Lance at the Dragoon, and then 9 splinter rifles into these Sicarans. So we're going to go for the splinters first. Unfortunately, none of them are quite in rapid fire range. So that's good rolling to hit, just 1 miss. You are toughness 3, as we found out earlier. Ooh.
Which surprised
Not that much, because I am poison. But that is 5 armour saves.
Okay, so infiltrators have a save 4 up.
Indeed.
How many, sorry?
5.
5. 5 4 ups. 2 wounds, so
wounds.
we'll plink one of them off and put another on
He's
to a
got-
wound.
Okay, and then the Dark Lance misses again.
It's a -1 as well because of the incense.
Yeah, well, he rolled a 1 again.
Okay.
So the Venom, we're going to go for the actual the Venom itself. It's going to fire into the Sicarans.
Yep.
This one is re-rolling 1s due to my my cult.
Oh, and do you know what we haven't done? Is what's your power from pain this turn?
Ooh, turn 3.
Yes, and also I haven't rolled for my canticles, so the
Frozen
canticles are
Fury.
a 3. We'll check what that means in due course, but you carry on.
I have +1 to hit rolls in the fight phase this turn.
Excellent.
So that many hits. We're coming back, and then when you're ready, we have 4 armor saves to make.
Okay, 4 ups again. So that's another one dead, another one wounded. I re-roll
Slowly.
hits in the fight phase of
Ooh,
1.
okay.
My canticle. The Iron Fist.
Okay, so the troopers inside it are going to they're going to have to deal with these Sicarans, I think. So we're going to go Blaster first. Does hit. And does wound, so you're invulnerable, save.
Yeah, it's the 6+ bionics. It's off.
No.
So the wounded one is dead, just leaving the alpha.
And then so 4 rapid fire and splinter rifles with a reroll of 1s, but I didn't roll any. And that is 3 armor saves.
3 armor saves. So. Oh!
It just does it.
He's a goner. Well done.
So we have managed to clear out those Sicarans.
I presume he is 2 wounds like the rest of them. I would be surprised if he wasn't, but I will double check it.
Okay, and then so we're going to go into the Harlequins now. We're going to fire at this Dragoon.
Yep.
So we're going to start off with a fusion pistol from the Troop Master. Hits. Needs a 3.
She
Gets the 3.
6 up invulnerable save, or else we're in
Indeed.
trouble. No.
No, so it's 2d6, pick the highest. For a 5.
We've been here before.
We have been here before, unfortunately.
If only there were a tech priest to heal him.
Yeah, like that one that's right next to him. So then 2 more fusion pistols from the 2 normal guys. Both hit.
3s to win.
Need the 3s. Oh,
Oh,
you
dear.
say that.
There is a
I
secret.
am going to burn my last command point, and I convert.
Okay, do I get the command point back on a 6? I do.
Oh,
Let's do that again, because we're in turn 3 now, so
Yeah.
that's the thing. Okay, should have done this the other way around,
so
really.
6 up.
No.
No.
Does it
So
blow
he
up?
is gone.
No.
Does not blow up.
Okay. Yes,
Okay,
should have
then.
done that the other way around, shouldn't I?
Okay, so just got a couple more bits of shooting. The Archon, the Warlord Archon, is actually equidistant, so he's going to be targeting your Warlord with a blast pistol.
Very good.
So hits on a 2. He gets the hit.
Yeah.
You are toughness 5, I believe.
Possibly. Certainly no less than 4, but let me just double
So
check.
it will be a 3.
Toughness
Which
4.
he does get.
It's a 2.
So armor save,
Well,
or invulnerable save, should I say?
would be the 5 up. It's a 6.
Oh, of course it is. So we've got 1 more blast pistol, which will have to go into. Yep, that'll have to go into the Rangers. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, the Vanguard.
Yeah, or any of these guys.
So that hits. That is 1 fried, and this should
And
be
it
hit
says
with
6 for the bionics.
I need these dice. I need these dice.
Yes, available for a limited time only from OPtv.
Okay, so there is going to be charges. I'm sure there's going to be death in the Overwatch phase, but yeah, we'll show the resolve at the end. So end of the charge phase, the Incubi have got themselves stuck into these Vanguard.
So it's looking a bit.
We've got a bit of Warlord on Warlord down here,
Yeah.
and then the Harlequins are going to attempt to slap down that last little tech priest there.
So you did lose 1 of the Incubi to Overwatch, didn't you?
Yes, we did.
So this is where I almost regret not using that taser lance in 2 rounds of combat to whittle them down maybe instead of wasting it on the Warlord, but live and learn.
Yeah, we'll see. So, where should we start?
Where would you like to start?
Well, you've not got any command points, have you?
I've got one because you generously gave one back to me.
That's right. You can't interrupt.
No.
We're going to start with the incubi, I think.
Okay.
So we'll do pile-in moves, and then.
Where would you like them to go with?
So after pile-ins, we're going to do the incubi attack. So the normal guys are going to be striking against the vanguard. So hitting on a 3. No, power from pain. Hitting on a 2.
A 2.
Sadly, no rerolls.
Did you not get a reroll from the Archon?
No, because they're not a Cabalite unit.
Oh, does it only apply to Cabalite?
Yeah.
Not Drukhari?
No, sadly not. So that is 2, 4, 5.
At minus 3?
Minus 3.
Right, okay, so we're looking for bionic saves here, which we make 1.
1.
So Alpha survived.
Okay. And then Clavex.
Yep.
He hits with all. And wounds with all.
Oh dear, right, okay, well then that's that. Alpha as well, cut down. And did you want to pile them in now?
Yes, they will do.
Towards the...
Yeah, please. And then
that's
my next activation.
Yeah.
It's going to be the Warlord on Warlord.
Did you want to fuse him to...
He's
not within 1 now,
no.
Okay.
So Warlord on Warlord.
Yep.
So 7 attacks with the Gin's Blade. With a reroll for himself.
Yep.
So they all hit. And these are wounding on 4s. Not many at all. 1.
5
at minus 3.
Invulnerable.
Oh, of course.
Makes... Okay.
Well, he doesn't fail them, does he? And Harlequins.
It's not been put to the test much yet. But.
So basic Harlequins.
Yeah.
So 2 caresses. Again, not very well hitting there. These are getting a reroll, thank God, for the Troop Master.
Yes, thank the Omnicide.
They do wound 4 times.
Right, okay. And what's the minus on that?
Minus 2. Just a single
So
damage, so.
5 ups. It might be 6, I'll check this and see what gets rolled. So 3 have failed, and that one's certainly saved on the invulnerable, if nothing else. So she is down to a single wound remaining. Do you want to finish her off?
With the Troop Master, we'll certainly give it a try. He hits with all 5. Toughness 4 or toughness 3?
Toughness 3, probably.
Toughness 3, so all wound with a Harlequin's Kiss.
Okay.
So minus 1.
Yeah, she's a goner.
It's gone.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll do some consolidation and your attacks back.
Yeah.
And pray. So attacks back.
Yeah, so I'll just explain what's happened here. These guys have piled in, they've drawn him into the combat, but now he can't fight. So it's 6 attacks back, hitting on 4s. Okay, it's 4 hits, and wounding you is strength 5 actually.
Ooh, 3s.
Yeah, so 3 saves.
2 saves. On a 3 up.
Yeah.
That is 3 saves.
Very good. Coming over here now, you've dragged in this unit of 3, so they're going to get a chance to fight. So the 2 Skitari. Rerolling 1s because of the
Ryza?
Canticle. So the Canticle gives me
yeah.
rerolls of 1s, and then to hit.
Oh yeah,
And then rerolls 1 to wound, so that's nothing. Okay. Then we have a Power Sword on the Alpha. 1 hit. Rerolling 1 because of Ryza.
Does wound.
So no cigar. Right. I'm going to have to look up what to do with the Dominus.
Yeah, no. Okay, so whilst looking up the stats for the Warlord there, we realised that in the turns combat that he's had, my Warlord hasn't been using his Warlord trait. So not only have I done myself out of at least 2 attacks, also out of a point of strength each time as well. So we had a little discussion. We're not going to go back because it's the best way to learn is to forget it and then massively regret it. So we are going to carry on as is. Then if he survives, he may get to use it still later on.
Righty-ho, so 3 attacks with this chap, who still has, from his Warlord trait, a reroll to use if he needs it. So you can reroll 1s to hit for shooting attacks, I believe, and all that.
Yeah.
So now might be a good time to use that, because he might be dying very soon. So
your free reroll?
that's a miss. Okay, so now rolling to wound you strength 5.
3s.
Both wounded.
2 wounds.
-2 and 2 damage.
Shadow Field. Passes both.
Right. We should probably roll those sequentially, shouldn't we? Just
yes.
in case. Okay, well that's that done, and we fought over here and we fought over here. So
Yeah.
that's the end of the turn.
Okay, so that's the end of Drukhari turn 3.
And I know you were quite despondent with the shooting phases I had earlier, but actually I think you've literally run away with the prize now, because I'm quite tied up and I don't think there's any way I can catch you. We've got 3 turns to hoof it across the field, being shot at by the things you've got there. I think you might have clinched this actually.
We'll see.
The whilst fending off your warlord, I'm sure that the Dominus's canting tool, isn't it? It's just drop everything, get over there, get that architect. I'm not amused.
So as they say, it's not over till the fat lady sings, but
she's not due for a little while. So.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. This is the turn it's going to hinge on, isn't it? So. These guys have fallen back, as have the Cataphren destroyers. Their effort is to allow what little remains of their brethren to gun down these backfield interlopers, hoping that in the next couple of turns we can advance this way. Well, one thing I will do, just because there's no penalty for doing it, is I will move these guys forward slightly, just so that if they need to advance later on they can. As crawlers, they can still shoot the same as if they had stayed stationary.
Yeah.
Right, it's going to be a make or break turn, I think. We'll see. Right, shooting phase coming up. Done a bit of maths. I've got that single command point left, and I was toying with the idea of elimination volley or decimation, whatever it's called. That thing that
elimination protocols,
something like that. But which would allow them to hit on the 3s. We've done the maths. We think that hitting on 4s against the Archon should be enough to plink off his shadow field and take those last wounds off. And even if there's a couple left, we still have a Gamma Pistol and a Power Fist to come in here. It's a bit of a gamble, though. Half of me still tempted to do it. I guess retrospect will be our judge here, won't it? So, starting off, we're going to do the 2 Transuranic Arquebuses, and I don't think he might be able to just get a 30-inch shot over on these Harlequins. He can. So, he'll fire at the Harlequins. And actually the Alpha's got his Phosphor Pistol. Yep, he'll shoot down there. So, yes, so we'll do the Arquebuses on the character here first. 2 hits. They've been good. Nice. Okay, so wounding you on 2s actually. Okay, so 2 saves on the shadow field.
So first one.
Yeah.
Saves. Second one is the 1.
There it is. Gone.
So that is damage D3
for you. Just the 1.
For 1 damage. But he has lost his field.
He has. Right. So then we'll just do the last shot on the Harlequin there. It's a 6 followed by a 1. That's not. Oops. Sorry. Spiky. And then the Phosphor Blaster. I'm not sure what it does. We'll see if he hits.
Does it?
It probably wounds, but we'll just check that.
Guarantee that wounds.
So it's a Phosphor Blaster, Phosphor Pistol, sorry, and it's got Phosphor Blast Pistol, yeah, it's strength -1.
Okay, so Phosphor -1.
Save.
That is a save.
Okay, so they've fired, these guys can't fire. We're now going to do all the shots into the Archon.
All of the shots?
All of the shots, so it's 36. Okay, there is no person nearby to help them. So let's just count how many we would have got if we'd have done it. So we would have got an extra 1 there, so that's fine. I'm just curious why I punish myself. Okay, so that's another 4 hits. That's 10 total. Need a better roll this time.
Ooh.
Not like that. So it would have been an extra 5 hits, so I've only actually done 13. That's well shy. So I would have got the statistical. Well,
yeah.
I would have got 18 hits, which is what we're expecting if I'd have used the stratagem. Okay. So wounding you on 2s.
2s, all bar 3.
There was 1 more I had to make, so it's 13. Okay, so that means 10. Ah! Just been spiked by that again. So 1 at a time for this shadow field. It's going to be close.
So I've got 10 dice here, but 1 at a time. And of course, the very first one. That's So rest of 5 ups. And he is dead.
There might be 6 ups as well because it's -2.
He's long since gone.
Wow, it didn't look like it was going to pay off, but
typical
it did.
shadow field saves there.
Okay, that's reassuring. That's what we needed. Right, so over here now we're going to fire the arc pistol into him, and I think everything else will have to go into the Harlequins.
Yeah.
So the plasma into the Harlequins. That's 3 hits. That's 2 wounds.
2 wounds, so 2 4-ups. Both saved.
Good. And then the radium. All hits. Now, so strength 3, so we need 4s to... Wow.
Oh.
6s mean 2 damage, I think.
That won't make a
It
difference.
shouldn't do.
But that is 3, so that has both of them dead.
Harlequins are gone. I keep forgetting, I think we've had some combats, I don't know if it's been relevant or not, but they do give -1 to toughness, don't they? But I don't think it's been relevant because they've died before they've fought at all. Okay, everything has fell back. He's got a pistol. Let's see what that does. It misses.
Misses.
Very good. So now we've got to decide what to do with the onagers. Now they can see the incubi. So, it's deciding what to do with these neutron lasers. Let me have a think. Bit of tricky target priority here, but the things I want to try and kill, obviously him. I'd like to get rid of the incubi. They're going to shut down the backfield soon, if not. And I'd also like to try and plink the last wounds of that venom. I don't think I'm going to be able to do all of those things, but we decided to start with him, and we're going to do his neutron laser into the Harlequin, hoping for a lucky kill, and then everything else is going to go into here. So everything else into the incubi. That's reasonable. I don't know if I'm in 6 for reroll the ones. I suspect I am. Yes.
Yeah.
Not needed anyway. 3s to wound you. Okay, so that's 3 saves, please, Richard. 3 up armour, is it?
Indeed. All 3 saved.
Right, so then the neutron laser, we're hoping for at least 2 shots here. 3 was needed. 3 ups. 2 hits. 2s to wound. There we go. 2 saves.
So 2 4-ups.
It'll be close.
And both failed, so he is
he's
gone.
Automatically dead.
Yeah.
Wow, that paid off. Thank you very much. Beautiful model. Like all of your Harlequins, they're beautiful.
Yeah, the problem is they
Take 'em off.
die. Just
Well, yeah, that's
do nothing but die.
That's what happens in the grim darkness, I'm afraid. So we've got him now.
In the grim darkness of the far future, there's no space for clowns.
That's exactly right, and neither should there be. So his laser's going to go into the venom.
Yep.
And the
Stubbers into the
last of the incubi. Okay, so it's 3 saves.
1 goes.
Okay, any preference?
No, as long as it's not the clay lapse.
Power from pain?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nope.
So
He's definitely still dead.
Right, and then the neutron laser, just the 1 shot.
-1 to hit.
Oh, yeah, very well remembered. Hits, wounds.
5 up.
He's done it.
Makes
Very
it.
good. Okay, so that's my shooting phase done. So these guys can't just flip over things like Harlequins.
They cannot. No.
I just wonder if it's worth trying a cheeky charge with the with him, just to try and tie something up, so that it can't just do the same to me next turn. If he survives, that's it. I don't know what the best thing to do is. There's not really a good way out of this at the moment, so I think he'll try a cheeky charge against both units.
Oh, okay.
They can't shoot, can they?
They have no shots, and he just has a blast pistol.
Right. So to get where I want to be is a 7, sorry, to engage him, but it's going to be through ruins.
Through train, so -2, so you need a 9.
Yeah.
Oh,
he hits.
blast pistol
Blast
hits.
pistol, very good.
Does wound.
Does wound. Can he see? You can't see him. I don't think. Can see.
No.
Oh no, you can just see him. That's
Yeah.
Okay, so I need to do. It's a Rosaris, I believe. It might not be. I'll double check it if it's relevant. It might be relevant.
Definitely goes through.
Yeah. Okay. So I just need to think.
4 wounds.
I was considering using my last command point there. So I mean, I probably would have used it because I do need him to survive.
Yeah.
So I know he's sort of jumped ahead.
No, go for it. Go for it.
Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
It's a 1. So he's dead anyway. I'm pretty sure he's only got 4 wounds, so he's dead.
Oh.
Heroism did not pay off.
Not on this occasion.
No. Okay.
Okay, so end of your charge phase as well there.
And I've just plinked a lance off there. Flimsy models. So yeah, that is the end of the charge phase, end of my turn. So it's looking bleak. I think you've got enough left just to keep me away, because you've got, what, 10 Cabalites there, 5 in the Venom. She's got the relic and can keep running away, and then these guys are just going to create havoc in the backfield. So
we can certainly try.
Yes, so turn 4 coming up.
So very short movement phase here.
This is getting very tense and strategic, this game. We've just been talking through the myriad possibilities, and it's very tight. Yeah,
Venom's pushed forward a little bit just to ensure the rapid fire range. The Incubi have pulled into position to attempt to tie stuff up, although surviving Overwatch I think will be a minor miracle for them. But for the moment we'll be jumping straight into our shooting phase and try and do a little bit of damage if we can. So
cool.
I'm actually going to go straight in.
Go for it.
And we are going to be using some splinters from the Cabalites inside the Venom, which are going to go at this unit of 3. Blaster's going to go at them as well. I feel like we probably need to deal with them. So they are re-rolling 1s.
Okay. Oh, canticles for this turn. Sorry, it's a 2. I'll look up what that means while you carry on.
Okay, so I've got 4 hits, so 50%, not great, but that does convert to 3 wounds.
Right. Any minus on them? It's not.
None.
Litany of the Electromancer. Now that
mortal wounds within 1 inch.
Yeah, and they FAQ'd it to read sensibly, didn't they? So nothing would have been affected because they weren't at the beginning of the turn. Sorry, how many was it?
3.
3. So 1 succumbs.
Wrong unit.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So
and then Blaster does hit.
Yeah.
Fails to wound.
Dreaded 1.
The usual one. Okay. So the next will be the Venom itself, which I need some more dice for. Oops. So 3, 6, 9, 12. So this one it's tough, but I think I'm going to have to go for the bigger unit. So I'm going to need to do maximum damage here. So it is re-rolls 1s. This rolling is not good this phase again. Oof. Even then, not converting well. And then, 2 wounds.
Okay, 2 wounds, saving on the 4 arc. That was the bigger unit.
That is the bigger unit. Okay, so that is not a good, not a good conversion.
Fear not. I've got a long way to get to threaten you with that relic.
So this unit of Cabalites are out of range for the splinters, but the Dark Lance is going to try and pick off one of his infantry of this unit here, and he misses again. That's the 3rd turn in a row that he's completely whiffed. I
think you're doing the right thing trying to kill the infantry though, because they're the only things that can grab that relic from you.
Yeah. So final shot. I've just got the Archon down there with his blast pistol, which is going to go at the Castellan robot.
Okay.
Does hit.
Now you know I can bounce it back at
I do, but he's near enough dead anyway. Does not wound.
Right. Okay.
So that is the end of my shooting phase. That was not a long phase.
What are you going to
Charge
do?
phase.
Die or be killed. Does that make sense? I don't think so. You're going to die anyway.
Incubi into destroyers, please.
Just the destroyers.
Just the destroyers. Okay, so we're going to start off with the Archon down there.
Yes, so Overwatch, despite rolling 12 for the plasma shots, didn't get a single hit, and the Cognis Flamer on this guy only did 2 shots, and nothing happened.
Anyway, so 5 attacks. Hit on 2s. All hit. What's your toughness? 4?
5.
5. Oh, I'm on 5s then. I do convert 3. These are at -2.
Okay, so 6 is to save. We've got 1, but 2 went through.
2, just single damage.
Okay, so that's
only a
damage on 1.
And then, so we're going to go Clavex next. So he's on 2s. All hit. And then he is on 5s, I believe. Hold on. It's just 1 wound through from the Clavex.
So bionic save. No, so one of these guys is dead.
Okay. And then the Incubi themselves hit on 2s due to the Power from pain. And then 3 wounds.
Alright.
-3, 1 damage. So it could get rid of another one potentially.
6 is needed. You do.
Ooh. Okay.
So actually, yeah, I should have been thinking about that a bit harder because I could have maybe left one over here, and you would have had to consolidate into him there. So I'll take this one off. Anyway. Okay.
Okay then.
So you're going to pile in this way into the robots.
I am indeed.
So do you want me to just put them something like this?
Perfect.
Yep.
Your attacks back.
Right, so yes, the servitor, I think they're 2 attacks each. Hitting on 4s, that's 1 hit. Wounding on 2s, that's a save. On the incubi.
On the incubi, so 3 up. Saves.
Yeah, and I don't believe the robots can fight because of their...
Because they are grounded into the floor.
Yeah, so they're just out of the game now, effectively.
Okay, so
I'll do the morale for this guy. It's a 4, lost 2, so that's 6. They are leadership 7.
7, I would have thought.
They are leadership 7. Better leadership than Skitarii.
Okay then, so that's end of my phase. So that's turn 4.
Yeah.
We're hanging on. Will be interesting to see what happens down here.
Yeah.
But we'll resolve Jamie's movement phase and we'll come back. So there's been a wholesale advance then, Jamie.
Yes, relic equals most important thing. We are AdMech after all. So these guys have come around this way, and they haven't advanced simply because this turn, I know it's turn 4 and she's still miles away, but I do think that it's worth trying to get some firepower on the contents of that venom if possible. So these guys also have not advanced for the same reason. He's fallen back, they've stayed put. These robots are now bogged down because they can't change their, they haven't got their little guy, whatever his name is.
Data Smith?
Yes. And I haven't got any command points to override anything, unfortunately. So they're just stuck standing there. So your decision is stay and hack them down in combat over a few turns, or run away and let them potentially shoot, or run something away. Who knows? We'll find out next turn, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So really, what I've got to do now is just focus on trying to kill some of what's remaining over this side of the board, and try and hunt you down, and hope that we've got more than 5 turns to do it in. Okay. So
rather we didn't.
Yeah, I'm sure. So we'll start with the energy here. He's going to fire they can still shoot their normal ballistic skill. Yep. He's going to shoot into the venom with his neutron laser, and the stubbers are going up there. So stubbers first. Can't re-roll those ones because we're not close enough to Dominus. So that was a 2 in there, wasn't it? 2 saves. Plus 1 on your save.
Plus 1 for cover.
Yeah.
1 saved.
1 dead.
1 is splattered. So power from pain.
Really?
1 is dead.
And then the neutron laser, 3 shots. -1, isn't it?
Indeed.
That's 2 hits.
Nice.
Toughness 5?
Yep.
That's 2 wounds.
Probably. He's gone.
-3.
Fails twice, so that is gone.
Does he blow?
Does he blow? No, he doesn't. And just because of how bad it was last time.
Lots of 1s coming up. Oh no.
Oh, 3 2s though. So the contents are out.
Death,
so I'll bring them out and then we'll move on to the next unit. Right. So the Cavalites are out, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get to a point where I can hide them.
No.
So unfortunately they are probably going to get shot up pretty badly right now.
Quite probably. So it's just a question of what to shoot at them first. Because obviously I can get more shots on these guys up here who are going to cause me a little bit of a headache, but maybe not too much of a headache. I can get shots with Dominus through the windows, and I don't think these 2 guys have a shot. So really, I think while the Onager can still see them, he's going to have to pour all of his fire into them. Because I can imagine what would happen if I fire the Dominus, then you'll just take a couple off the engine if he kills anyone, and then I can't shoot. So Onager will fire everything at them. So D3, that's 2 shots with neutron laser, 2 hits, 2 very much dead unless they can tell from pain.
Do you want to do your D6 damage? So determine how many dice I need to roll?
So it's 3 and 5.
3. So 3 6s. Not a chance.
1.
And then 5 6s.
Well,
not even.
Stranger things are there.
Okay, so
then the stubbers. 3s to wound you. Okay, it's just 2 wounds.
2 wounds. So 2 down. Do they get there? No.
Very much.
So I turn 2 2s into 2 1s. So there is 1 guy remaining. So we'll have a quick look and
see what you can do.
See who I'm going to leave. Okay, so 1 lone guy remaining down there.
Yes, it's always going to be tricky in retrospect, because most things worked as I was hoping they would. I wish I'd maybe advanced these guys, but not much we can do about it now. I think what we'll have to do is fire their transuranic arquebuses, and they can see the what's she called?
Succubus.
Yeah, one of them can see her. Is that
shouldn't be able to, because that was
So something either the terrain piece or she has moved. So say that that's not the case. They'll fire over at these guys because they're the only other units that aren't engaged they can see. 2 hits.
Nice.
2 wounds.
What's your minus?
I think it's -2.
-2.
Let me just double check. Let's roll and see if it's relevant. So it's probably relevant.
Got a 6, so it wouldn't be relevant on that one. So 1 would be dead.
Yeah. It's -2, yes.
Yeah, so 1's dead.
Did you do power from pain? It's
I
D3.
failed it.
It's
I failed it 1 anyway.
Right, okay, so what I'm going to do is try a cheeky, we measured as 10-inch to go around, 10-inch charge from my Dominus.
Into the lone
Cabalite. And these guys will probably attempt the same.
Okay.
So we'll see if that happens. And he shouldn't be able to overwatch because they can shoot him.
Yeah.
So let's try the Dominus, fingers crossed, 10. No, and let's try with the unit, probably needs the same. No, very much not. So that's the end of turn 4.
Yep.
It's looking...
No, not end of turn 4 yet. Got my attacks down there.
Oh, of course you have, sorry. Jumping
so we'll run round to the pylon and then we'll resolve my attacks against the robots.
Spanked it up.
Okay, so we're going to go into combat there. So we're going to lead the way with my Archon.
Yep.
The second in command. Hits with all.
Well, he's first in command now.
Well, yeah. Does manage 3 wounds.
Right, very good. So
now -2.
2. So we're looking for 5 up saves here, which we make 1. So 2 get through.
Yeah, that is just single damage, sadly.
Which choose a robot, can't I?
Yeah.
I'll choose this robot. So he's got 4 remaining.
Okay, so Clavex. He hits with all as well. And then looking for 5s. 6s are 2 damage.
Right.
So that is 1.
Needing, and it's -2
minus
on them.
3.
-3, so he needs the 6. No, so that's taking him down to 2 wounds remaining.
Okay, and then 2 incubi.
Yep.
They are hitting on 2s for those 2 ones. We convert 3.
Right.
So these are just at -3, single damage.
So I need to make 2 of them. It's not going to happen, I don't think. No. So he is dead.
Does he explode?
No. And then this guy has lost a wound. Oh no, they don't carry over, do they?
Yeah, they would do.
So yeah, because it was a single wound. It wasn't multi-damage. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's lost.
So now you do get attacks back.
Well, the question is, do I? Because at the end of your
I'd consolidate.
You do want to consolidate. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's wise. Okay. Right, so
your attacks back.
I think it's 3 attacks, hitting on 4s, that's 1. Wounding 2s, rerolling 1s. There we go, it's a single wound, no modifier.
Saves.
There we go.
5. Okay, so
through the backfield now. So now it's the end of the turn.
Now it's the end of the turn.
It's still slipping away from me. You've got 1 more turn to leg it. I know you're terrified of these things up here.
The answer is.
Yes, I can't see me catching you, but I guess still to play for in theory. So let's just carry on, because if we get if we go to turn 7, who knows? Yeah.
Okay then. So got morale on my Cabalite as well.
Oh, and these guys.
Yeah.
Couple,
so Cabalite fails.
He's a goner.
He's a goner.
Oh, but didn't your power from pain give you something morale-wise?
No, that is next turn.
Oh,
that is next turn.
Oh no.
Oh wait, no.
Turn 4.
No, you're right. Turn 4.
Right.
Turn 4.
So
I'm a turn behind. So he's all right, and they're all right. Thank God for that.
Yeah. Don't thank God. Praise the Omnissiah.
No. So So end of turn 5 movement phase. The succubus has continued her strategic retreat. I think that's probably the best way of putting it.
Don't
Managed to
sucker.
still keep out a line of sight of those arquebuses, but now the Dominus and his friends, who are rather close, were near enough guaranteed charge next turn. So she's pulled back in the hope that the Cabalites here will spend their lives wisely to try and protect her.
That's not very Dark Eldar.
No?
It's normally every man for themselves, isn't it? Every man or woman for themselves.
Depends what they've been offered in payment. Incubi have stayed obviously in combat over there with the robot. Not much point me breaking them off because they're just going to get shot up next turn, even if it does just provide a another target for Jamie.
I can't call this, to be honest. This is turn 5. If it goes on for another turn, it's going to be very close.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting, I think. So unfortunately, I've got no shooting phase.
Canticles to do on camera.
Yeah.
It's Uno. We've been getting lower every turn. So one is I can reroll failed morale tests. Right, that's going to be totally useful.
That was going to be near enough pointless because I've got no shooting because these guys advanced. So
just combat them.
Just going to go straight into combat. So since the same attacks, I've even still got the same dice here ready. So 5 attacks from the Archon.
Okay.
He misses with 1. Does get to reroll for himself and converts. And then we are looking at those 5s again. None this time. So Clavex does hit with all of them. Now we're looking for those 6s ideally. 5s and 6s, but we do get a 6. So that's 1. And then 1 on 2 damage.
So the 2 damage needing a 6. No, the other one needing a 6.
No.
So that's 3
3 damage so far.
To 2.
So the 2 incubi, if they can do the deal. Yeah. Oh, they started well. So now we need the 5s. Oh, there is 2. So 2 at -3. That's a 5 and a 3.
So does Robbie the robot go
does
boom? Please go boom. Your final service to the Omnissiah. Oh, I saw that. Right.
So they're going to consolidate in.
Where
and
would you
then
like to go, Richard?
we'll resolve that and then we'll come back for your movement.
Grand.
You're right there, Jamie.
Oh, you're filming. Right. Yeah, it's a stressful game. So my turn 5. And like our last game, it's going to come down to whether we have a turn 6 or not, which was in your favour last time, but we'll see this time. I have advanced with these chappies because they have mainly assault weapons, so it seemed worthwhile. They got a 5. He is advanced, getting 8 total, and he is after the relic. He has advanced a whopping 6.
Yeah.
He's saying, "Come back, Eldari Witch. That's my tech." So, and then the onagers have just moved 8 to get as far up and far away from here. And the little Cataphrone servitor is going to have a pop at these chaps.
Let's try and get a bit of revenge.
I think so. And really, I wish I'd kept the chap with the flamer, but I haven't. So anyway, the aim for this turn is kill as much of this as I can with him and them. Try and wipe out these warriors, probably starting with them.
Probably should be able to achieve that.
I don't think I can actually see her with anything except the Dominus, who's only got a assault weapon, Phosphor Serpenta. So I think actually I'll put these guys into them first, because I might be able to send some fire back this way, and then if we do get a turn 6, it's going to be close. Okay. Let's do it. So let's just start here. So we'll shoot everything down here. So that's in range. So the 2 transuranic arquebuses are going to go into the character. 1 hit this time. And a wound, and it's a 6. That's a mortal wound in addition.
Mortal wound. So he's down to 3, and then he'll be. What's your -2?
But isn't he still got a shadow field?
No, he lost
he lost his shadow field. Of course he did. It is -2.
-2.
It's D3 damage. So that's a 6.
So he's on a 6.
It's a 2.
2.
So
D3 damage.
He has. Once the mortal wound's gone, he's got 3 wounds.
3 left. Yeah.
No pressure.
Oh, of course it was. And 1 power from pain saves.
Your power from pain, did you roll 4? Because of the mortal wound as well.
So he's still alive with 1 wound?
Yeah.
Still alive with 1 wound.
There we go, nearly got him. Right. And then the other shot, was going into the...
And the incubi?
Nothing. No. Strength 4, isn't it?
Yeah, so it does wound.
No. Okay. So that means that the little servitor guy is going to have to try and kill them. So with his plasma, 1 shot. It's a heavy weapon, but he's a crawler, so we miss, and then he's got 3 shots from his phosphor. Oh dear. He's obviously a bit tired because there's no clear. Where did they all go? Where have all my friends gone? Oh, they've run off over there, and I'm about to die. Okay, so we'll come over here now. So we've got the plasma shooting into here.
Yep.
That's an assault weapon, 4 shots. And Dominus is probably within 6, so we can reroll 1s, not that it's relevant. And because they advanced, it's -1. Right, 1 save. Power from pain save.
Power from pain? No.
1 more dead.
1 is splat.
And then the arc pistol. I can't because we advanced. Forget that.
Yep.
So 3 shots from the radium carbines. That's 1 hit. Needing a 4. There's no wounds. Okay. They advanced. They didn't though, so they can shoot the arc rifle into them. Rapid fire 2. Nothing. And then he, I believe, he's just got a radium pistol, a hit, a wound.
What's your minus?
No modifier.
No modifier.
It's good.
Passes.
There we go. So that's not a position I was expecting to be in necessarily, but we will. We'll shoot the first onager because I've had a check. Neither can see her because of the way the walls are. So we'll fire the first onager into them. So it's 6 shots. I was hoping to plink something back this way, but I don't think there's any point. 6 shots. Oh, so that's all hits. And that's 5 wounds.
Ouch.
No modifier on this one.
So no modifiers, so 5 ups. That is 1 fail, power from pain. No, so 1 dice.
And then for the big gun, that's 2 shots. Even 3's to hit you. Oh dear. Ooh. And they're not within 6. So the next one's going to do exactly the same because we've got to try and whittle them down because they won't be failing morale thanks to Battle Round 2. That's just 3 saves.
3 saves. So that is 2 saved. Power from pain. No, another one dead.
And then the D3 shots, it's 3.
Big 3.
It's 2 hits. It's 2 dead unless they can make their power from pain.
How many?
Well, it's going to be 5 and 3.
So 5, gone. 3, gone.
Right, okay, so that's that, isn't it?
So we can take the Dark Lance off.
Okay.
Because it doesn't suit our purposes so well.
Sure, I agree. So, Phosphor Serpenter, I think I'll fire it at the witch just to say, come back, I'm not happy.
You can't.
Why?
Because you have the closest target.
I think she is the closest target to him. Oh, him! I didn't even see him round. Sorry.
It's the one who was hiding from you last turn.
I would have probably shot them at him if I'd seen him. Okay, well we'll fire the Phosphor Serpenter at him then. Rerolling 1.
Reroll piston himself.
Nearly 3 because it's assault weapon. No wound.
No wound.
Oh, I didn't even see him there. Cheek Jackie. Right. Well, that changed things. I'd totally forgotten he was there. So, right. What I will do now is I will charge you with the onager.
Ooh.
Reason being to just close them down next turn.
Yeah.
Might not be the best move, but I think at this stage I've got to try it. So, do your Overwatch, please.
So, Overwatch.
We've got 9 shots.
Should be 10.
Has he got blast?
Splinter rifle, not a pistol.
Okay, sorry.
So, looking for 6s.
Couple?
2 of them.
6s again.
And looking for 6s. Nope.
And I have got a 12,
definitely in.
Which means that I can wrap around like that, I should think. Around like this.
Ooh.
Okay. There we are.
Okay. May as well go. Do you want to go check your attacks? I'm sure.
I think what I'm also going to do is I've got these 2 chappies here who can go through that gap and get to him. So I think they're going to charge him, and you can.
Okay, I cannot see.
Right, so we're going to charge in. 4 should be plenty.
Ooh.
There's.
Okay, so that was a failed charge.
Yeah, we forgot about, or I forgot about the ruins. So okay, so they didn't quite make it. They needed an extra one. We got no command rerolls left. So yeah, it's looking a bit bleak. I will charge him into the incubi.
Yep.
I'm not going to risk the blast pistol from him. If he wishes to heroically intervene, that's up to him. So, or unless we just stay 3 inches away, which is probably not possible to get within an inch.
Character is the back one.
Sorry, he's here. Sorry. Okay, so we might be able to do it. So we need a 4, then 2 for the ruins. This is within 4, so we need a 5 effectively, don't we? To get within an inch. Okay. It's an 8.
No, it's an 8. That is definitely
Plonk him there.
Okay.
Wobbly wobbly. And he is. I mean, if I were to put him a bit further away because of wobbly wobbly, he would be out of heroic intervention range. So we'll leave him there.
That's fine. So
okay.
Your attacks.
Yep. So I'll just do him quickly. 2 hits.
Nice.
2 wounds.
2
Gets
wounds. And 2 saves.
They've been very good at the saves.
Yeah.
The Onager, I believe, is just 3 attacks hitting on maybe 6s or something like that. Yeah, it's because it's full strength. It's 3 attacks hitting you on 5s actually.
Ooh.
Must be the legs that make him better than a rhino. Well, that was worth it.
I'm going to consolidate and make my attacks back.
Do so.
Okay, so we're going to start off with the incubi against the destroyers there. So Clavex to start with. Hits with 3. And then that is 3 wounds, one of which being damaged 2.
Okay, so the 2
minus 3.
Yeah, and then the last one, he's dead.
He's gone.
I think it was worth a try. I didn't think I was going to be able to speed bump them, but I thought, at this stage, got to try everything.
Worth a try. And then my attacks here.
Yeah. 6 stacks, is it?
Indeed.
So you're going to be wounding me on 6s, unless you're strength 4 now.
Hitting on 3s, hitting on 2s, sorry, for power from pain.
Yep.
And then wounding on 6s. That is 1.
Saved.
Which is saved. Okay. So, end of Admech turn. So it is the roll up now, isn't it?
Now, I know the rules might say differently, but I did it last time. I'm not doing it this time. Because it went against me. So, do it, Richard.
So, shall I use one of my very unlucky dice?
Yes, definitely use that.
No, okay, don't use that. 1, 2 or 3?
1 or 2.
Or 1 or a 2.
Oh, he's done it. Right, there we go. The relic is yours.
So, good game, Jamie.
Very good game.
And that genuinely, I don't think, could have come down to a more slender margin.
No. I just can see my little Dominus there going, come back, as she runs towards a raider or something. And,
hops on the raider and speeds off.
Yes, his superiors will be displeased. Okay.
We won't show the aftermath of that.
No.
Okay then, so end of the game, we'll come back with a wrap up.
Yeah, let's have a tidy up and chat.
Yeah. Alright then guys, you may have noticed the change of attire. We had a little bit of a technical issue with the filming of the wrap up from this battle report. So we've had to jump down the line a little bit after I got back from holiday, and we've had to re-record. So
you've been away in China, haven't you, Rich?
I have, yes. Hence why I've got a bit fatter.
Coincidentally, the same time that all the recasters got shut down.
I will say nothing. Say absolutely nothing. Okay, so the game is still relatively fresh in our minds, partially because it was just so ridiculous. It was a bit hard to forget it, to be honest. From my side, it was pretty brutal. It was pretty tough going. I lost a lot of units in that game, a bit like the Harlequin one earlier. Getting to the end of the game with half a dozen models left on the board, of which only one of them was above 10 points. It's
well, but the result was the same.
Well,
victory.
Yeah.
Very well played.
Victory for that. Yeah. So, Jamie.
Yes.
We'll let you. We'll go through. What are your thoughts on the game and?
So, thinking back to it, I think it was a case of me not playing the mission as early as I should have done. I think on second turn I should have started to move forward, been less afraid of being shut down by your melee units. I think if it had gone to turn 6, there seems to be my luck lately that it'll end on turn 5. But if they had gone to a turn 6, I would have sort of solidly taken it. But that's the game. So.
And it wasn't even you that rolled it this time.
No, exactly.
You got me to do it.
Exactly. So it was meant to be. But I love the narrative that we had in that battle report. I can imagine it that there's this unholy alliance between the succubus and the Archon. And she just stitches him up and steals the relic while he just wanders in to die horribly, much to the Dracon's fury until he realises he's now the boss. So.
Well, yeah, the Warlord did fall slightly foul. His shadow field didn't really didn't work too well, did it?
I can't remember. He made a few saves, but probably not as many as he should have done.
Not many. So your MVP from the game.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Knight's Armiger Warglaive because the second time I've taken him, first time on the channel, and he's been amazing both times. I'm going from memory 3 weeks ago now, but I think he did do a lot on that left flank, just tying things up, being general annoyance, and just not dying when he should have done. And so
definitely not dying for passing blooming ion saves. That was the
yeah. Did he blow up and kill things? I can't remember. He might have done. He might have
a little while ago.
Yeah, so it's got to go to him.
Yeah, fair play. For me, it's the succubus. It's got to be the holder of the relic.
Yeah.
I've got to be honest. I took her expecting her to be the one chopping stuff up, but after the Death Jester completely cocked up his advance roll, it kind of fell to her to grab the relic because she was the only one with the movement enough to do so, and through a bit of cowardly hiding and then some running away.
So killed nothing but won the game.
Which seems to be par for the course at the moment.
Yeah, so it's a good mission, and I love the sort of iconic scene at the end of the furious Magus Dominus chasing down my relic with his walking stick. Come back, witch! Bring me my Archaeotech.
To be fair, I did think that is one of the reasons why I love the relic mission. It is so different to the majority of the other missions where you're having to grab multiple objectives or it's all about killing. It's not. It's just one focused objective that you've got to go for, and then kind of what else happens is just storyline, basically.
Totally. I think you nailed it. I mean, grabbing it with a relatively fast character who can then be screened from attacks and then retreat and hide away. Perfect. Yeah.
So so that's the belated wrap up on this battle report. We will be, as you will have seen, releasing one beforehand that we're actually going to be filming today. Partially because it's a new book, so has to happen.
What could that be?
So thank you for tuning in. As always, typical YouTube fare. If you liked it, please like it. Comment if you've cocked anything up, probably likely, or just anything that you particularly liked, you didn't like. Just gives us a bit more scope to improve and to work on things. And then obviously subscribing helps us massively. Lets you see the battle reports as we upload them. Which hopefully should be fairly regular now. So,
what else are we going to be bringing to the channel as well? We've had some thoughts on this, haven't we?
We've got a few videos planned. So we've been requested some army showcases, particularly Jamie's Blood Ravens, which have been requested. So we'll be running through kind of the main armies that we use. So for me, it'll be the Harlequins, Jamie's Blood Ravens, although that's one of his multitude of armies.
Yeah, just a couple.
And Charlie will probably be doing his Tau. Then we're looking at possibly doing some reviews, so new books dropping with some of the announcements that's just been dropped today. There's a lot of there's going to be a lot to talk about, so there's going to be plenty of content coming your way.
With the army, we're in early days still. We're trying to put different armies on the table every time at the moment, but as soon as we've seen them on the table, we should try and get a showcase out for them, shouldn't we?
Yeah, perfect. So, thank you for tuning in.
Thanks,
See you next time.
Ta-ta and farewell.
Farewell.